right, guys. Good evening.
Yes,
I am Dom.
I am Jamie.
And welcome back to the cutting room floor night session because I have to go to Houston this weekend.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
It's birthday.
Oh,
my work schedule's all messed
that's
up.
right.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like another camo party?
No, it's 70s this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was born in the 70s. So
Yeah,
she's like 70s party. So I'm going to probably have like a Hendrix look going on.
nice.
Man.
I'm going to look up something while we're talking.
No problem.
Because you remember my man Andre, the DJ from Felicia's Party?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, when he's DJing online, he does like 70s stuff.
Oh, okay.
So actually, he's actually DJing right now.
Oh, wow. No, this dude's out here working, man.
Yeah, I gotta find. You can kind of see some.
Hey, he looking fresh. I'm about to be like, bro, let me borrow that whole thing.
Yeah, sometimes when he does it, he'll dress up.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
great.
Yeah,
That's great. So, guys, today covering a film by a director we both love and respect, and have for a long time. Hell, you were a teenager when you were introduced to this guy, and I was like 11 when I first saw Clerks.
really?
Yeah, I was young.
Because dude, I was 16, and it was the year it came out. My friend was working at Blockbuster.
Oh man,
And he's
it's one of the best jobs ever.
And he's like, "You got to check out this movie." I was like, "Okay." So I checked it out, and since we had both been working for at least like 2 years, because I started working when I was 14.
Mm-hmm.
Like I related to a lot of the situations, especially when you're in a customer service.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. So I've loved Clerks ever since I was 16. So for like 30 years,
Yeah.
because it was like early '94.
Yeah.
When it came out.
The Milkmaids.
Yeah. And the dude checking the
The
eggs.
eggs. Yeah, I was like the
Yeah.
egg bowl.
Yeah, the perfect dozen.
Perfect dozen.
Yeah.
And he starts smashing them on the
Yeah.
door.
The Asian design
The
major.
Asian design major. He said, one thing we have in common, we both eat Chinese.
Randall might be the best character, even though I love Dante.
Oh, dude, because Randall, he's a comic relief.
Yes,
But
yeah.
Dante definitely has the most depth.
Randall is like the guy that you want to be.
Yes, but you don't at the same time.
Yeah, because
It's like-
you realize,
I admire you and look up to you, but you are also kind of an asshole.
yeah, probably the world's biggest.
Yeah. But, the third one really makes you feel for him a lot.
It does.
For both of them, really.
Yeah. The journey that they take over the almost 30 years from Clerks through the animated series, then 2 and 3 is, and you grow with them.
You
as
grow with
viewers.
them, yeah, dude. That's kind of like a lot of people are like, Don, why do you love the Toy Story series so much? I'm like, you gotta understand, me and Andy are the same fucking age. When
Yeah.
Toy Story 1 came out, me and Andy were the same age. When 2 came out, we were the same age. We graduated high school at the same. He was going to college, I was going to college in
Wow.
3. So I'm like, that's why I love it. I grew up with it.
Yeah, that's your story.
That's my story
Too.
in toys.
yeah.
But we ain't talking about Clerks or Toy Story. We're talking about Kevin Smith, his new movie, The 4:30 Movie. Man, not bad, huh?
No, I enjoyed it. It's not like a regular Kevin Smith
It's
film.
not. I was a little shocked by that, but I was also impressed. I'm like, he can completely kind of not take himself out, but he can take a different approach, but still get the same result.
And it's weird because this film is also autobiographical, just like Clerks was.
Yeah.
But it's different. It has a vibe of like almost like God, we just did it. License to Drive or
Yeah.
something. Like that era of 80s film.
Yes.
It has that kind of energy to it.
Absolutely.
So it's different than his other films.
Yes, and if you're a movie fan, you'll love it because there's just references all over it, And my favorite part about it is
Ken Jeong.
no, we'll get there.
Okay.
But the main thing I like about it is all the false references because
Oh yeah.
he's looking back and like, oh, no one ever put an end credit scene after the movie. That'll never happen again.
Yeah,
no one paid to see a Batman movie. That will
Yes.
bomb. Like all that shit. Oh my God, it's funny
Yeah, because it takes place in 86.
86, so they don't know yet. you know?
So
And it's like, damn, dude, Batman 1 wasn't even out yet. I'm
No.
like, that's crazy.
you just had the Superman movies,
Yep.
Supergirl, and Flash Gordon and Popeye at that point were like the only really popular like comic strip or comic book movies.
And it's crazy.
Or Ass Blaster or whatever it was.
And it's crazy to
Or
think
Astro
of
Blaster.
Astro.
I'm sorry.
He does say Ass Blaster,
Yes,
so
yes.
it's not, you're not wrong. But it's just funny to think of like Popeye as a comic book movie.
Yeah, but it was a comic strip.
It was, but I know it as a cartoon TV show.
Yeah.
So it's trippy, but hey, rest in peace, my girl Shelley Duvall.
Oh, and Robin
and Robbie Wills
and Robert Altman. He directed.
Yeah, bro. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's a bunch of legends going. God,
Yeah.
3 of the best.
Ray Walston was Pappy in that movie.
Yeah, damn.
Mr. Hand, I think, from Fast Times at
Fast
Ridgemont High.
Times. Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, crazy.
He did a lot of other things, but
Yeah, but I mean, Fast Times. I know that's your shit.
yeah.
Young Sean, you gotta love Young Sean.
Yeah, Cameron Crowe's first writing credit.
He did
film.
write that
Because he, just really quick, Cameron Crowe, when he was a teenager, that's what Almost Famous was about. He started writing for Rolling Stone.
Uh-huh.
And I believe the story goes, somebody had an idea to write a story about, like, at the time, modern teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
So Cameron Crowe, as like a 19-year-old, since he'd been writing for Rolling Stone for how many years, went undercover in a high school for a year.
That's kind of
As
dope.
like a 19-year-old.
I mean, that's not that much older.
Yeah, not really.
We're
but
not Never Been Kissed.
yeah. So that's what he did, and then he wrote Fast Times at Ridgemont High as a book.
Uh-huh.
And then the book he adapted as a screenplay, and Amy Heckerling directed
Amy
it.
Heckerling, hey.
I think that was her first.
She did Clueless, right?
Yeah, Clueless, Loser, a film probably only you and I saw.
Yes. Underrated.
I love that.
Yo, I
movie.
love Jason Biggs.
Yeah.
Like,
he was also in the 430
also in
movie.
430 movie.
Yeah.
He's another kind of Kevin Smith like cameo regular now.
Yeah. Oh, I think Amy Heckerling also did European Vacation.
My least favorite one.
Yeah. But I think she would, Chevy Chase, I think, was a real.
He's an asshole.
Yeah. And I think since she was a young director at the time and
She was
obviously
probably
female.
very intimidated.
Yeah.
I mean, you work with Chevy Chase. He was the man.
Yeah.
Man,
At that point, it's like, Vacation. And then
Vacation. And
a Caddyshack.
Caddyshack.
A couple films. He did that one with Goldie Hawn that I can't remember.
He did that. What the hell is that movie called?
Because this was before Fletch.
John. What's that one damn movie?
Foul Play is the one with Goldie Hawn.
Foul Play. He did another one. I'll think about it later. I'll sit here forever. Yeah, Chevy Chase was a man, so I get it. I get it. And like, but man, Chevy Chase was like the coolest motherfucker in Caddyshack, though.
Oh, dude. And then Fletch.
Yeah,
I think
Fletch is hilarious.
It's just, or as it's known in the 430 movie, Bucklicker.
But
Bucklicker.
this movie's rated
Yeah.
R. And I'm like, was it rated R? Was Fletch rated R?
It might have been. Because you see the poster, and it's the poster for Fletch.
I love the dental school poster.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's a real movie.
Dental school?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Because they talk about it in Clerks.
No, maybe it is.
That's all. That's what I was like. This has got to be a real movie.
Because they made all sorts of shitty movies like that.
Yeah, I'm like
in the 80s. Yeah.
Because remember in Clerks, before Randall opens the store, the chick standing outside. She's like, I'm waiting out here for a half an hour, and he's like, like, what movie are you trying to get? She's like, Dental School. It's right.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I bet you don't get to rent that movie.
You're right. I can't believe it.
I was like, it's got to be real right now. I kind of want to watch it.
You are a super fan.
Yeah.
I mean, we both are.
Yeah. Like I said, bro, I saw Clerks, like, when I was young, like, kind of just getting started skating. One of my skate boys was like, yo, bro, you got to watch this movie.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And I was cracking up. Dude, we watched it probably 15 times over like a month. So it was great.
Yeah, that's because it's incredible.
It is. So 430 movie. All right. Why it's called that is because 430, it's not a date, it's a time.
Oh, yeah.
It's a time for a date.
Because if it's a Kevin Smith film, the 420 movie would.
Yeah, that would have been a little more appropriate.
Yeah.
So, 430 movie, you got Brian, who is essentially supposed to be based on Kevin Smith's chunky dude, but charismatic, funny.
Yeah.
All that.
Knows all the pop
culture
stuff,
shit. Knows a bunch of movie stuff. And like one of my favorite lines is, "You really know a lot about movies."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've heard that before.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's what she says to him.
She says to him on the phone
when she does the breakthrough call.
Yes. And then she's like, "You know a lot about movies and TV shows."
Yeah.
And he does the Brady Bunch reference.
Yeah.
The pork chops,
and
applesauce.
Yeah. And then Ken Jeong does it.
He does. I was about to say Ken Jeong does it a lot.
Yeah.
One of the best characters in this movie was the emo usher
Oh yeah,
He was
yeah,
hilarious.
yes, yes,
But
yeah. Adam Pally.
that's his name.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
he was funny.
He was in the show Happy Endings.
Never seen that.
It was sort of like one of the many Friends kind of clones that used to be on ABC. But with Damon Wayans Jr. was on there.
Oh,
it was actually pretty good. It was a good show.
He came up big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. He looks just like his dad.
He does.
He does. I'm like,
his dad spit him out of his
spit
mouth.
him right out. Yeah,
That's what he did.
So 4:30 movie. It's about now. This is brand new, guys. So I'm gonna tell you this. This is brand spanking new. So if you don't want it spoiled, you might want to turn this off and come back after you watch it.
Yeah.
So here's your warning right now. Okay, time to start talking about it. 4:30 movie. You got this kid Brian. All right, Brian is a junior. Okay, and it's summer, getting ready to go into junior year, and he hooked up with this girl last summer in her pool, and she offered to let him touch a titty, and he didn't take it.
No, he didn't.
And then after that, he didn't speak to her for a whole year.
Yes.
Which I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I watched another movie over the weekend where this kid was like, the girl of his dreams was into him and he just blew it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you kids doing? Anywho, so
it was the 80s.
You're right. He decided to muster up the courage. He called her. And I'm like, the way he is on the phone with her, I'm like, I find it very shocking he waited a whole year to talk to this girl because he was very charismatic and funny. And he seemed, when he's on the phone with her, I'm thinking, oh, this is a girl he sees and talks to all the time.
But see, if you think about it over the phone, it's not in person.
You're right.
You can be, it's sort of like you can be Tyler Durden instead of the narrator.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. You're right. On the phone, you can't be that.
Yeah.
But you got to be that in person, yo. But that comes up later between the friendship dynamic. So this guy, he asked this young girl, hey, do you want to go see, what the fuck was the damn movie called?
Bucklick.
Bucklick.
Yeah.
Do you want to see Bucklick?
Oh, I called it Buck Liquor, didn't I? Oh, it's terrible. It's awful. Yeah, Bucklick. Yeah, oh, it's awful. Oh, my. Wow.
So he asked her if she wants to see Bucklick at 2-something. And she's like, well, nah, I got to go home and get a shower. He's like,
yeah, because she's at work.
She's at work, yeah.
Because she works for like a Chinese restaurant or something.
Is she Asian, though?
I think, at least, I would say part.
She looked Hispanic to me.
Yeah.
I thought she was Hispanic.
So I think I figured out your
my recast?
Yeah, your recast just because of what you just said.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah,
and it's who I went for.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll spoil it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, he's going to figure this one out pretty fucking easy. But that's cool. So he asked her out. They have a funny little conversation on the phone. He asked her out, and she says, yeah. But she was like, we got to go at 4:30. And he's like, bet. So he has a plan. He's going to meet up with his boys. They're going to go to the movies all day.
Yeah.
They're going to go watch Astro Blaster, which he's seen 14 times already.
He has.
He's already seen it 14 times. So he goes and meets up with the homies. Now, his homies, randomly Method Man's in this movie.
Yeah, he is.
I'm guessing him and Kevin Smith became friends after they did the reboot because him and Redman are in that.
Okay, yeah.
You got to watch the reboot because it's funny as hell. There's a scene in it where, do you know what it's about?
No.
Quick rundown.
Okay.
Jay realizes he has a child with Shannon Elizabeth.
Oh, from Strike Back.
Strike Back, yeah.
Okay.
Who is Harley Quinn Smith.
Oh,
so she plays Jay's daughter in the film. And, he doesn't know he has a daughter. And, he randomly figures it out because he's like, oh, I miss her. I'm going to go find her. He finds out he has a daughter. He's like, oh, shit. Well, the whole thing is he's like, well, I want to be a good dad. And so he starts to hang out with her, but she's a little fucker. She's a teenager.
Yeah.
So, and he don't know her. And so, they're fucking stoners. There's a scene where she goes, they're supposed to be taking her and her friends to a convention. And they're trying to be cool. And they're talking about smoking. They're like, he's like, what? You smoke weed? No. And she's like, yeah, whatever. Get out of my face. She gives Jay and Silent Bob these strong ass edibles. And they get so high. They have a vision. They're hanging out with Redman and Method Man.
That's pretty high.
Because they're obsessed with the movie How High.
Oh, okay.
And they have this whole thing about how they love him. So I'm guessing they became friends once they did that movie, which is pretty funny. But yeah, he goes and visits Method Man, who pretty much tells him, movies are fake and all this
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
and you put too much emphasis on them. Which
He said even Gandhi was
is
fake.
even Gandhi. So he's like, I'm pretty sure that was real. I'm like, he said E.T. wasn't real, but. And I didn't think about what he was saying to him so much at the time until he has a conversation with the chick at the end, about filmmaking stuff. We'll get
Yes,
there.
yeah.
So he scoops up the homies. His homies are funny. I think he did a good job with the friends. Although I did like
Bernie.
No, not Bernie. I love Bernie. Brian.
Oh,
Although I like Brian.
Yeah, Brian, the main one.
I thought Benny and Bernie were both funnier and not better characters. It's easier to be the better character when you're a supporting guy.
Yeah, because they're all. If you put both of them together, they're Randall.
They're Randall. Yes, they're a combination of both.
Yeah.
Of them. I mean, hell, the Benny's even like a little ginger kid.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, my thing with Bernie though is I was like, I feel like Bernie wouldn't be friends with these guys.
Yeah, no, he seemed like
he was
cool.
very cool, good looking.
Yeah.
Like he felt like he would be.
He was comfortable with his shirt off.
With his shirt off, yeah, washing his truck over and over. I'm like, this guy. Probably, I mean, he obviously got girls. He hit that hot ass girl in the movie.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Damn. He's like, bro, what are you doing? I was like, shit, I would have did the same thing. See that chick? I was like, what? I'm like, you would have did the same thing if you was me.
Yeah.
But so
who brings condoms to a movie theater? I
do. Back in the day, dudes would always have one in their wallet.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even think kids wear them now, but I don't know what kids do. But he just seems like he wouldn't be friends with him. He's, like we said, he's good looking, kind of charismatic. He doesn't even seem like he'd be a movie nerd, but he is.
Yeah,
And I mean, I guess people would say the same thing about me. Like, if you looked at me, you probably wouldn't think I'm as nerdy as I am.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Just getting to know you is when you're like,
wow, this dude's just a fucking nerd. You're like, he's a nerd who hits the gym.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, like what? Yeah, so. He reminded me a lot of myself. I wouldn't say I'm as obnoxious as him, and I wasn't as obnoxious when I was 17. But
he was almost like an Italian stereotype.
He was
like if you look at like
back hair,
yeah,
the white T-shirt with the G's.
Like
you know who he looks like? You remember Scream? The first one,
Skeet Ulrich.
Billy.
Yeah, Skeet
Ulrich. He
Ulrich.
looks just like him.
And Skeet Ulrich was. Oh my God, Cole Sprouse's dad in Riverdale. He was Jughead's dad.
Oh, he's in that.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks. I'm like, bro, this dude looks like he'd be his dad.
Yeah, he does kind of look like him. Now that you mention it.
As soon as I saw him, that's who I thought it was. I was like,
see, I was thinking him from The Craft.
Oh, I love The Craft.
Yeah,
so good. It's funny. I was thinking, you know what? I might watch that later tonight. That's a good little spooky time one. Young Nev Campbell.
We were wondering what to do for next week.
Should we do The Craft?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I love The Craft. That's my mom's favorite movie.
Really?
Yep. That and School Days from Spike Lee.
Has a good soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Craft. Dude, all those like mid-90s like creepy movies had great soundtracks.
Love Spit Love covering the Smiths.
Love the Smiths.
And then they end up using that song for Charmed for their theme song.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
I like Charmed too, man.
Love Spit Love was Richard Butler from the Psychedelic Furs, another 80s band, another British 80s band.
You love British 80s bands.
I do, but like Love Spit Love is like 90s, but like with an 80s sound because that dude had this voice that like, okay, certain singers can only sing one way.
Yeah.
That's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
So he couldn't change his voice. So it's like, it sounds like the Psychedelic Furs, but the music is better because it's not like 80s synth.
Yes.
Stuff. Yeah.
It's your fault that I've been fucking listening to dance hall days when I've been skating.
Oh my God. Is that a great fucking song?
It's a great fucking
Dude, I love
song.
Wang Chung.
Yeah, man.
Dude, Wang Chung.
I've been listening to that song skating a lot lately.
You can't listen to that song and be upset about anything.
No.
It's just one of those feel good songs.
It is. It for sure is. It's a great song.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this dude.
Dude, Jack Hughes from Wang Chung, man. There's something about the way he sings.
Yeah, he had a good voice. It was a different voice. It was good.
Yeah. And just really quick, Wang Chung, their most popular song, Everybody Have Fun Tonight, on the album version, it's longer than the radio edit.
Yeah.
There's a guy, one of the background singers at one point is, can anyone tell me what a Wang Chung is? He actually sings it in the song. and it's incredible. I'm like, wow,
Hilarious.
it's
What
like
is
these
it?
guys, it's a musical note or something. That's actually what a Wang Chung is.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I do love Wang Chung.
No, it's all good.
And they did the entire soundtrack to your film.
To Live and Die, man.
Yeah, it's Live and Die in LA. And just that title track is incredible.
Yeah, that's I
My
love that.
God.
Man.
Anyway, sorry.
We might have to have a freaking week sometime.
Yeah,
But,
we should. I need to watch that movie.
Dude, you gotta watch that. Sorcerer. We would have to do the French Connection, bro.
Did you say you did Cruising also?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the best gay movies. Love Cruising. Man, Al Pacino bringing it in there. Anywho,
Yeah, sorry.
So,
all these 80s movies.
80s movies.
Well, that's
bro.
the thing. We're talking
That's
about
the thing.
movies
This whole
twice
movie,
80s.
this movie is just an ode to 80s movies.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what it is. All they talk about is 80s movies. But these guys are like, all right, bet we're gonna go to the movies. We're gonna go there all day. She gonna come meet up with us, and it's gonna be all good. The problem is though, is they want to see Buttlick, but it's rated R, and
Yeah.
these guys aren't 18. Which isn't it 17 to get an R-rated movie now?
It is now, but back then, I don't think it was.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And like he said, I can go die for my country,
Yeah.
drive a car, but I can't watch a fucking R-rated movie.
Yeah.
I fully agree with that, dude. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And look, you couldn't even vote. But
You couldn't
die for
vote.
your
You could
country.
die for your country, but you have
Yeah.
no. It's crazy.
Yeah, because at 17, you could join the military.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
probably still can, I think.
Keep it real. 17, you're an adult. Like,
Yeah.
you know enough about life to make decisions. But and I ain't gonna say big ones, but you
Yeah.
definitely know the person you are
And
at that point.
yeah, and if, like he said, if you're old enough to die for your country, why aren't you old enough to honestly drink
Drink,
and
watch R-rated movies.
watch our yeah? Because it's not like we weren't watching them anyway.
Yeah,
like,
dude. I'm like,
8
yo,
and 9.
yeah. I'm like, my own mom was like, oh, here you go. I'm like, hell, my mom took me to see South Park movie. I was 8 years old.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, and it was just like in the movie. The dude's like, "Ma'am, do you sure you want to take your son to see this?" And I'm looking at this dude like, "Yo, shut the fuck up, man. Who
Yeah,
are you?"
you
She's
said
like,
shut your fucking face,
"Yeah,
Uncle Fucker.
Yeah, I'm like, shut your fucking face. I'm just looking at the dude like, you asshole. My mom's like, yeah, I know what South Park is. Yes, I'm aware of what I'm putting myself and him through.
Yeah.
And then she's fucking laughing. She's like, it's gonna be bad. I'm like, Mom, you act like you don't laugh at the show. She's like, the whole movie, Doms, they're 20 minutes. This is an hour and a half. She was cracking up.
Yeah,
Like,
they pulled it off.
yeah, of course, they always do. But so these dudes are like, cool. They have some funny moments at Bernie's house where they discuss his relationship with the girl, and Bernie's whole little thing is, bro, she's too young. She's a fucking year younger.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
'Cause
like-
they're gonna be seniors. man.
Yeah, and she's
And
a
she's-
junior.
Yeah, because so they're technically still juniors, and she's technically a sophomore still.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
It's like,
What? You're in high school. Who
yeah, you
cares?
act like she's in 7th grade, bro. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell? Like,
Then again, he's banging college chicks.
he is. He
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
liked him long in the tooth.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, he was a saber
Tigers.
toother. Yeah.
Yeah.
He liked the saber tooths. So, but yeah, he liked the saber tooths. But I mean, shit, the college girl he was hooking up with, man.
Yeah.
I'd be saber toothing too. But
Yeah.
so they take his truck, which he washes a bunch of times, and he's really into wrestling too.
Oh
And
yeah.
he's into this black wrestler dude. What was his name? Like
Major murder.
Major
Because he's obviously Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant
Was a
Slaughter.
wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like the analog for Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, and he's obsessed with him, and that comes into play later. But they have a funny little. He said, "We wrestling, bro."
Oh yeah.
Bro, that shit is
Oh, yeah,
so
Benny,
funny.
right?
Benny, he's like,
Yeah.
"We wrestling." And when they pick up Benny's mom makes him bacon for the movies.
Yeah,
You know?
wait till I put the mayo on.
With the mayo, I'm like, oh man,
It's like the worst.
I'm like, let's
thing.
give this kid a heart attack at
Yeah.
16, 17. Like mayo, bacon, I'll just see fat. I'm like,
Oh,
that's
my
just a
God.
lot of stuff going in you. Cholesterol booming. But I mean, back then though, in the 80s, I probably would ate that fucking bacon too.
Yeah, honestly, I would have.
Hell yeah, dude. I used
Yeah.
to love bacon back in the day. Oh my God.
When I would eat bacon, I needed it so it like turned to ash in my mouth. I
You
loved
like it crunchy and crispy?
Totally.
I'm the total opposite, bro. I like
You
it.
want
I
it
like
flaccid.
That, yeah, I like a little flaccid, you know what I mean? You know, you got to work for that. I like it with a little bit of chew, bro.
Really?
Back in the day, I would go to Shady Maple, start out with a whole plate of bacon. I would
Really?
start out with that.
Wow.
Syrup on it. Oh, just kill me. Literally, just take my arteries.
Syrup and
clog
bacon?
them up. Oh, it's delicious.
I've heard
bro.
of syrup and like sausage.
Dude,
but
I'll
not
put
bacon.
syrup on all breakfast food, dude.
Wow.
All of it. Like, you give me pancakes, sausage, bacon. I don't do eggs. You give me
Yeah.
all that shit. Grits, which I don't really like grits, but I'll put syrup on them and they're all right.
Yeah.
Some people like them cheesy grits. Fuck that.
Oh,
I'll put
yeah,
syrup
yeah.
on mine.
What about shrimp and grits? You ever had shrimp
I've
and grits?
never had shrimp and grits.
I never have
Is that a
either, but
Southern thing?
I guess because I've seen it a lot on like a Master Chef or like
Yeah,
Hell's
see,
Kitchen when people
There's
are
a
doing their
lot of shit
signature dishes.
they make I've never had. Like
Yeah.
risotto, they make it all the time. Never had it. I want to try it.
It's a really good rice dish, is all it is. It's kind of like rice cooked a certain way with like a creamy sauce
shit,
and
yeah.
some vegetables.
It looks good, but I've never had it. But they make it seem like it's really hard to make.
They used to have a really good one at the Belvedere in town.
Mm.
It was incredible. Last time I went there, they don't have it anymore. They have like risotto balls. I know it's weird.
Is it
It's-
good?
It was actually really good,
Okay.
but what they did before was incredible. So I'm like, why did you stop doing it?
They're like, too much work.
Yeah, I guess.
The balls are probably easier to make, dude.
Yeah, because it's just, fry them up a little bit
Yeah.
because it has like a coating on it, but on the inside,
Inside is
it's
crispy.
the rice and
Mhm.
yeah, because it's kind of like a cheesy sauce. So
Yeah, I've never had it. I always see them make it, and they're like, and Joe, he's always like, the risotto's got to be right.
oh yeah, because he's
super
like
Italian.
yeah.
Yeah. So I love Joe though, bro. That's
And-
my dude.
And Aaron Sanchez,
I like
it's-
him too.
he's great, except I hate when like suddenly he's like the taco.
Yeah, he's super Spanish.
the
I don't know.
Chile.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he gets
and I'm
super
like-
Spanish. I'm like,
it's
you're
like-
like the most American.
Yeah,
Spanish.
it's like I already know you're a Hispanic,
Yeah.
right? But the way he pronounces stuff, I understand he's doing it the right way,
Yeah,
but it just seems out of place.
yes, it does.
Because of how he sounds every other time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and then don't let there be a Hispanic person on there.
Oh my God,
he
yeah.
starts, and I'm like, that's cool, I get it, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, it's like he does turn into a whole different dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you called it a tortilla earlier,
And
don't
now
even
it's a
try
tortilla.
Yeah, I'm like, it was a tortilla earlier.
Yeah. It's like in Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon quesadilla.
Make yourself a dang
Make
quesadilla.
yourself get off, Napoleon. Make yourself a dang quesadilla. He said, "Stay home and eat all the flipping chips, Kip."
That's another great one.
That's a classic, bro.
Oh my God.
Gosh, Tina, food.
Yeah. Teeny, a fat lard.
Fat
Come here and eat
lard.
your flipping dinner.
Eat some dinner. He's throwing it on the ground. He's,
Yeah.
he's throwing it so hard. And like, yo, Tina's face, she's like
Yeah.
looking at him like a human, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
so funny. But anywho, so
Yeah.
they pull up to the movies, and while they're in line, they have a great conversation about pop culture and movies. They have a great discussion about sequels.
Oh,
which,
yes.
dude, which we'll get to in quotes.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
As soon as he said, I rewound, I was like, hold on, I gotta hear that again because
Yeah.
it spoke to my soul right there.
Yeah. And that's why I wanted you to see this film.
Mhm.
After I saw it, I'm like, this is a movie Dom's going to love because it's made by a guy who loves films about a guy who loves films.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I'm like, dude. That's what like this would be such. I'm like, if you watch The Fablemans, this 525/77, you're having a great movies about movies night. Like that'd be a good night because I love 525/77. You gotta watch that too. I teared up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Fableman's another good one. That one's emotional too, man. Because Spielberg.
Yeah.
He gonna get in there. But Kevin Smith, he knows how to. He really knows how to make a movie with nothing. All he needs is a good script and some characters. He don't
Yeah.
need. You would think a guy who loves heroes and stuff so much would probably have like really maybe wanted to make like a hero movie.
He, believe it or not, directed episodes of Supergirl and I think the Flash TV show.
Which
He-
would make sense.
Yeah,
I didn't know
he
that.
did a few of them like in their early seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Kevin Smith, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's a man. But they're in line, and their whole thing is the problem is they're afraid because they're going to be sneaking in and out of movies all day.
Yeah, they're going to pay for the PG-13
For the
movie.
PG-13 movie.
Yeah, but they're going to sneak into the R-rated ones
Yep,
later on.
And they're like, they were planning to be at the movies all day, which another thing I love about this movie, I was like, yo, me and my cousin used to do that.
Really?
Yes, bro. We would go like, yo, his mom would drop us off at like noon. We go see one movie, and bro, we just fucking watch movies till like 8 o'clock. Bro.
Was this in the Ville?
No,
Oh, okay.
This is way back in the Midwest. Way
Okay,
back in
all
the
right.
day. I was like 11, 12.
Because I know there used to be a theater there in like Thorndale area.
Back in the day.
Way back
before
when.
my time there.
Okay,
Way before my time.
That's when I was a kid and Felicia was a kid.
That was when like it was way more booming out that way then, man. It wasn't like because Coatesville area used to actually be kind of thriving. And now it's a fucking shithole.
Unfortunately, well, it's because the steel industry.
Steel industry, yeah.
Yeah, because Luke and Steel used to be there.
A lot of history with that city that I didn't know about.
Some bad.
It's a lot bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I found some stuff that happened in Coatesville. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's that one photograph.
That's
still infamous.
I was like, okay.
And the weird thing is, I was just reading a story from a short story class by James Baldwin. You know who James Baldwin is?
Yes.
So I've never read any of his work before.
Me neither. I've never read him, but I know who he is.
So his writing, I thought I was reading like a Quentin Tarantino script.
Nice.
If you understand what I'm saying, as far as the language goes.
In it.
I was like, what? What?
Yeesh.
But something that happens in this story reminded me of that photograph from LaVille.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Jeez.
But it's interesting because obviously he is a brown author, but he's writing it from the perspective of a racist white dude.
Yep. And that's slick, man.
It's incredible. Like I felt terrible reading it, but I could understand like the emotion of it, even from like the racist point of view, because it was ingrained in him from when he was young.
Since the time he was spat out.
Yeah.
Like he's like, this is what I know, this is what life is.
Yeah.
So I get it. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
anyway, sorry.
So they plan on hopping around films all day. And so they're like, bet, 4:30, she gonna pull up, we gonna sneak her in, it's all good. Now they're worried though, because one of their dudes they know got caught sneaking in. He got a lifetime ban from the theater.
Oh yeah. They keep bringing him up.
They bring him up, and everyone knows Danny something.
Yeah.
Knows him too.
Yeah.
And bro, they're in line, and Ken Jeong, aka Mike, pulls up in this shitty looking movie Mike. Yeah, pulls up in this shitty little Batmobile looking car.
Yeah, now the 1960s Batmobile.
Yeah,
because this is 86, so it's still the Adam West.
Yeah, it ain't as lit as I'm taking a Michael Keaton Batmobile. Yeah, that thing. He's Ken Jeong. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it right now. I did not like this motherfucker in this movie, bro. Bring me Mr. Chow back, bro. Like Chow. Leslie Chow. I'm like, I need Chow back, bro. I did not like Ken Jeong's performance in this movie. And it's not that he's a bad actor or anything like that. And it's not that I don't like him as a dude. He's fine. I just feel like he wasn't right for this role. I don't know. There's a lot of other Kevin Smith regulars he could have used to play this part. Or, I mean, honestly.
Yeah, he's not really a regular,
He's not. He's random. Honestly, he should have got Randall to play this role.
Well, Randall was the dad in that one scene.
He was the dad in the one scene.
But Randall would have been
great, though.
Yeah.
And we already know he's a giant movie.
Jeff Anderson.
I just think of his name. That's his name, Jeff Ans.
Yeah.
So they see him pull up and they're like, oh, that's him. No one likes this guy.
No, they hate him. But he owns
it, bro. He's a necessary evil.
Yeah.
He's one of them guys like, man, it's like that friend you have. You don't like him, but he has a pool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's Ken Jeong in this movie. And he's walking around like his shit don't stink. And he's being a dictator. And I'm like, dude, chill out, bro. You own a Cineplex. Like, it's cool. It's dope. But like, bro, you just banning people and shit left and right.
Yeah.
This is a small town, bro. Like, you want all the money you can get in this place. I want everybody to come to my theater, bro.
Yeah, because what does he say when he gets out of his car? He's like, I hate this town.
Yes. I'm like, clearly, then leave.
Yeah.
Because he thinks he's better than everyone because he thinks he's already Hollywood, which he ain't.
Yeah, just because you own a movie theater.
You own a movie theater. He's like, I'm on the phone with
Paramount
Studios, Paramount right now.
Yeah.
Like, because you're trying to get a fucking print of a film to screen.
Yeah.
They're not calling you to come direct. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, you're begging them.
You're begging them for something, bro. Please let me get a print of this. You know, whatever. So he's a douche, he's a jerk, whatever. But they get in and homeboy, like the chick who works at the counter, she was pretty good looking too. And I'm like, well, this pretty chick works at the movie theater. Okay, she seems like she hates it though. But they asked for tickets to Astro Blaster. My man's Bernie. he's like, "Can I get tickets to Ass Blast?" He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I do. I blast girls in the ass." Bro. I was like,
Yeah, he's trying to be smooth,
but he ain't. I was like,
no, he's like 17-year-old.
Yeah, 17 smooth. Like this will work on girls your age.
Yes,
this ain't gonna work on the older chicks. But he did have some game for sure.
He did. Yeah,
he did. But Benny ain't got no money. He's paying in like change.
Yeah.
Yes. And so they go into Astro Blasters and Benny, how did Benny get kicked out?
Okay. We were talking about Jeff Anderson. He like butted in front of someone behind this kid, and the kid noticed, and the kid's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like,
right,
"I don't care.
Right.
I don't care who you tell, you know what I mean? Because we're behind you in line anyway."
Yeah.
And then the kid tells his dad, he's like, "He showed me."
That's right. He showed me his thing.
Yeah.
He's like, "That is right." I'm like, this kid gonna flat out lie to this guy.
Yes.
Like,
and that's when you see Randall.
Yes. I'm like, "Yes, sir. I pulled my thing out in front of this kid right here in front of everyone.
Yeah.
He's the only one that saw it."
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's how tiny it was.
So yeah. So he gets a lifetime ban, and it's like, oh damn. But of course,
no, he just got thrown out.
He got thrown out.
He didn't get the lifetime ban
yet. Got it after that. That's right.
Yes.
So the homie Bernie sneaks him in, and he's like, "All right, where's the money?" He's like, I ain't got no bread." He's like, "She got bacon though."
Yeah.
So you gotta give him a little bacon to get in the movie. So they get in the movie. They watch an Astro Blaster, and Logic's in it. The rapper. I don't know if you're familiar with him. The guy who played Astro Blaster. He's a rapper.
That white guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's actually half black.
Oh, okay.
He reminds you that any chance he gets.
Okay.
A lot of his music's about that. But he's a very, very talented rapper. I've actually seen him live 4 times.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen him 4 times. I got shirts from all the times I've seen him too. He's great, man. He's got some good music. But
I know this is obviously Flash Gordon.
Yes.
Even his costume looks like old school Flash
Gordon. Yeah. Dude, it was the guy who plays the security guard in Jay and Silent Bob, who's like the one dude.
Yeah, he was in the Drew Carey show.
I've watched that.
He was Oswald in the Drew Carey show. Did you ever see Better Things, that Pamela Adlon show that was on FX?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he was great in that. He was like her gay friend.
No, he's gay. And wait, is he the dude from Office Space?
Yes.
Yes. That's him. The dude next door.
Yes.
He's like, "Bro, if you want to talk to me, just come over."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got that long ass mullet.
Yeah. And he's watching the mammogram. Yeah. Yes, that's the dude. It's the same guy. Yes. And did you ever watch Batman Brave and the Bold, the cartoon?
Nah.
It was
good.
Yeah, it was maybe like not quite 10 years ago, because that's when the Batman was on. It was more of like a younger skewed Batman show, but he was the voice of Batman in that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dietrich Bader. Oh, he was in the movie version of Beverly Hillbillies. He played Jethro in that movie. Yeah. With Ernest as Uncle Jed.
Yo,
Jim Varney.
He's in a lot more stuff than I realized.
Yeah, he's actually an incredibly
I'm like, he's funny as shit.
Yeah.
He's great. He's great with Astro Blaster. Even Logic I thought was pretty funny in that small part. I was like, I see
because he's like the beaver guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually funny as shit.
You don't have buck teeth. I'm a drummer in a Van Halen
cover band, man. He said, "That sounds American." That shit was funny. I was just like, Logic got like a little acting chops under him. I see you. But like Logic's he's a huge movie nerd too. And like, 'cause he's done stuff for like Rick and Morty and stuff.
Okay.
He's just a big fan of shit like that. But he went on Hot Ones, and they made him eat these hot ass wings and made him rattle off all these movie release years, and he got them all.
Wow,
he's like really smart. He can do a Rubik's Cube in like 20 seconds.
Wow,
yeah, he's weird. He's done it on stage every time.
I still can't do a Rubik's Cube,
bro.
And I was around when they
came out.
Yeah,
bro. I remember when they had stickers on them, and you try to peel bitches off.
Yeah. I mean, we have one downstairs. If you look at it, I think there's stickers missing. Because of trying to do it. So they're in the movies, and of course Benny falls asleep. Oh my god, he does.
He's cooked snoring, bro. And like Bernie's in there, they're having a conversation about chicks and horror movies and all this. It's a great conversation these guys have, because this is like
because they're watching the trailers.
Yeah. Stuff like me and you would talk about watching trailers, and then you get a great trailer for
Sister Sugar
Sister
Walls.
Sugar Walls,
Your
featuring
favorite new movie.
my favorite new movie. I just love Harley Quinn Smith. Oh, I love her. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I love her. But that shit was funny as hell, bro. And then the other trailers were so
Oh yeah, that one about like the health nut.
the health nut.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm like,
Wait, what was the first trailer? Because Sister Sugar Walls was the
I
second
think that was the first one, right?
that might have been the second.
Was
Because remember, they're like, there's going to be 3 trailers.
It was 3
Because they were talking about
trailers.
which trailers it might be.
Mhm. There was the one, the one with the dude running, the chick running.
That's the health.
That's the health nut. But what was the other one? Was it like somebody on like a farm or something? I cannot remember what the third one was.
Yeah,
I was so invested in Sugar Walls.
I know.
I was like,
Sister Sugar Walls is like the best one out
Yeah.
of all 3.
he said, "Bro, we're definitely going to see that."
Yeah,
I'm like,
How come the nuns when we went to school weren't?
we're like,
first?
right?
Or prostitutes,
No,
I guess.
when he takes her wig off.
Oh yeah, she's wearing.
He's like, "You're a nun."
He's like, oh hell no.
No, I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm like, that shit's funny as hell.
Yeah,
So,
good Jay Muse.
yeah, cameo, yo. I'm like, a lot. He got like all his players in here, dude.
Yeah,
So yeah, like I said, the Justin Long scene is hilarious. We'll get to that in quotes, yeah. But so they watch the movie, the bullshit, then homie gets a phone call
yeah,
from his mom.
yeah. They're like Brian David.
Yo, she came in the theater.
Yeah.
And yelled, I'm like, 80s, bro. 80s. Only in the 80s
Yeah.
would your mom call the motherfucking movie theater
Yes.
looking for you.
And
This day and age,
and
that
his-
would have been a text message.
and his mom, the great Rachel Dratch.
Oh, she's so funny, dude. She's hilarious. Well, she was in SNL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Did you ever
funny.
watch 30 Rock?
Yes.
The
Yes.
very first season of 30 Rock, I think she played a different person in like every episode.
Yeah, I was like, she's different every time, right?
Yeah,
She's funny, man.
and she was actually the original Jenna in the unaired pilot.
Interesting.
One of my favorite episodes of 30 Rock is in the first season. It's the Valentine's episode where she plays like a Russian prostitute that Jack picks up after Jack's like divorce goes through and he's so happy and he keeps going around like drinking and stuff. And then he's at like a buffet and he's like talking to her. And he's like, what I'm really trying to say is, what are you doing tonight? And she's like stealing egg rolls and putting them in her purse. And she's like, shh. And then she's just like, happy Valentine's. That's like my favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Oh
to
my
watch
God.
that episode.
Yeah, it is so good. It is so good. Because she's fantastic. Alec Baldwin's
Alec
fantastic.
Baldwin, man.
Dude,
Alec
everybody.
Baldwin.
Because then like, Liz has to come and help him. And then Rachel Dratch ends up, like, falling by, like, somewhere on the sidewalk. And Jack's like, leave it. It's better than where I found it.
Oh,
It's so funny. Because only he can get away with that dialogue.
Is that's streaming on something, right?
I believe Peacock.
Peacock?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to watch that.
Yeah,
I'll have to
man.
watch that
Dude,
episode.
30 Rock is one of the best written shows.
Yeah, hey, Donald Glover, man.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he started out there
Yeah.
as a writer and as Tracy Jordan in Flashbacks.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That kid's talented as fuck. But so his mom calls him.
Yes.
Why? To give the fucking cat a bath. He
Yeah.
said, Mom, it's self-cleaning.
Yeah.
Hey, water.
Yeah. It's like, what? And then she calls back.
Calls back. He's like, I'm on the phone with Paramount, bro. I don't have time for this shit. Like, yo, first of all, I'm like, man, listen. This is not, bro. I'm not.
Yeah,
about
because
to-
it's called an emergency
Yeah,
breakthrough call.
exactly. I'm like, man, I'm not about to be having my employees hunt your son down in theaters for this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so 80s. And like, that's something I won't understand because I wasn't around the 80s. Now, I grew up in the 90s. By the time I was old enough to start going out on my own and like being out like that, parents weren't doing that. Now, I didn't have
Yeah.
a cell phone right away, but
Yeah.
it was like, look, if my mom knew where I was, she wasn't gonna bother me till I got home. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Like it was like, I ain't about to look for you. So yeah, she calls back. Then his girl calls him too.
Oh, yeah, because she can't make it.
She can't make it till she gotta come at 7:30 because mom said you gotta eat dinner first.
Yeah.
So he's like, 7:30, all right, bet. That's cool, no problem.
Yeah.
And
So he's like, hey, guys, we're going to switch this
we're gonna
around.
switch this up. And they're like, man, Bernie's getting all pissed because he's like, bro, you bending over backwards for this chick.
Yeah.
She's too young for you. She ain't right for you, yada, yada. And and my thing is, Bernie's acting like she was like a dog. I'm like, she was a cute girl.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, for him, that's a bag.
Yeah.
I'm like, for him, that's a bag, bro.
Maybe he was jealous, though.
I'm like, you're jealous. Look who you're banging.
Yeah, yeah.
Easy to be jealous, bro.
Yeah, but, it's still like, you know how it is. Like, if he's the guy, if he's like the Vinnie Barbarino, because I love Welcome Back, Kotter. If he's the Vinnie Barbarino of that group, he's the ladies' man.
Yeah.
So if he has a lady and he doesn't have a consistent girlfriend, that could have been
He's like, what the hell am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you could have a girlfriend if you wanted.
Yeah.
Which you
just
don't.
No.
You know what I mean? Which I don't blame you. 17, good looking kid. Enjoy life while you're young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to give any relationship advice here because I'm going to tell young dudes while you're young, be young. All right. Because you grow up too fast, man.
That's true.
You grow up really. Because after 25, that shit just flies by, man. I'm like, it just flies.
I always said after you're out of high school, you stop having like recess.
Everyday interaction. Yeah. Every day, like, that's when people are like, oh, I hated school. I'm like, I love school. You chill with the homies every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, like, school was easy. It was cool.
Yeah. After that, when you have all the responsibilities, when it's more difficult to.
Yeah. Because when you get into college, you're like, fuck, I got to study like every day.
Yeah.
Like, damn. It's a whole different ball game. You're like, man, I can't just goof off anymore and get drunk every weekend and be stupid. No, you got fucking focus.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like, I feel that. But I agree. I think he was jealous, not of him getting her, but of the situation. Like,
because she would take him
she would
away
take
from
his
him.
time away from him.
Yes.
And of course, Benny calls them both out on it later.
Yeah, he does.
But the homie Bernie ends up running into his friend's sister, who's in college now.
Yes.
And she's not ugly.
Yeah, no, it's she graduated with Bernie's brother.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It was Bernie's brother.
Yeah.
So they obviously had a thing back in the
because he said they'd made out.
And I was like, oh damn, all right, guy, for real.
Yeah.
And the way she was acting with him, because her little friend was very like, ugh.
Yeah.
But she was like, hey.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, bro, my man, goddamn, the maid. No, the maid, Brian. I can't.
Yeah, Brian. They're all bees. That's why.
Bees.
Yeah.
Brian catches Bernie banging this chick at the top row of the theater. I'm like, hey, go ahead, young man. I'm like, shit. I'm like, I ain't did nothing like that since I was 17, 16. You know what I mean? Look, listen. Everybody's had a movie theater experience, all right? My first one was in Disturbia, Shia LaBeouf, man.
Oh, really?
Only people in the theaters, opportunity was there. Wow. I had to take it, bro.
Wow.
Until it ended and the fucking cleanup dude came in, saw us. He looked terrified and then left. I was like, yo, we gotta go, bro. First of all, we snuck into this movie too. So everything was wrong. We snuck into it. And then we in there doing adult things.
Yeah.
I'm like fucking, I was like 15 when Disturbia came out. So
wow.
Yeah, I was 15. Great film. But
so is that why you're a Shia LaBeouf fan to this day?
Probably. I love Shia LaBeouf. I'm like, hey, Shia LaBeouf, you helped me out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, that was like the Shia LaBeouf still, like Transformers, Disturbia, like he was going stupid. And Eagle Eye, Indiana Jones, like.
What about like the Peanut Butter Falcon? Isn't
Love that movie?
Yeah.
Love that movie. So good. Yeah. I actually almost watched it the other day. It's on Netflix. I was like, ooh, I should watch Peanut Butter Falcon. That's a good one. Yeah, he's a man. He's a great actor.
Holes.
Oh my God. I love Holes.
Wait, the movie.
The movie, yeah. Oh. We like all kinds of holes.
Well, based on what you were just talking about.
All kinds of holes.
I was watching Disturbia, but I felt like I was watching holes.
Taking out them holes. You can call me Stanley Yelnats, baby. Oh shit. So he gets, Brian gets mad at him for doing that. He's like, and I'm like, bro, what you mad for? If it was me,
well, see, Brian is like, you got to respect the
movie, the theater, and everything, and I get that.
But at the same time,
I'm like, bro, if a chick that hot was trying to hook up with you in the back of the theater in a movie you done seen 14 times,
yes,
I don't think I'm gonna be seeing it 15.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah. Let's go to the back.
Yeah.
Let's go to the back.
So Bernie's banging this chick, and then he finds Benny snoozing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked up for real.
Well, the bacon,
the bacon, bro. Hey, that shit will give you the itis, bro. For real. Like, that shit have you itis out for real. So, one thing I do one of my favorite aspects of this movie is I love movie theater scenes in movies.
Yeah.
Scenes in movies where people are at the movies, especially when they're having little conversations. And this movie's great because it takes place in the 80s. Wasn't no assigned tickets.
No.
You walked, you first
sat wherever.
Serve and you sit wherever. I remember, man, going to see Iron Man 2 in theaters. Bro, they oversold the tickets.
Oh my God.
Bro, we had to sit on the fucking stairs, dude.
Really?
And the AC went out halfway through.
Was this like the midnight show or
Dude,
was it?
No. This was it was that Friday.
Oh, okay,
it was opening day.
Yeah.
I was like, they were like, sorry guys, like, y'all get a free drink or something.
What?
Like a free drink? What the fuck? I'm literally watching a 2.5-hour movie on a fucking stair, dude. But we were so hyped up, bro.
Iron Man 2 was...
We sat there and watched this shit on the stairs, bro.
It had been 2 years since Iron Man. And Iron Man, like... I mean, The Dark Knight is... We've already talked about how The Dark Knight is in a category all on its own.
Yeah,
so Iron Man 1... changed the game.
It changed the game.
Sorry.
Dude, bro.
Iron Man 1? What?
Yep.
It's just Iron Man.
It's just Iron Man. Yeah. The running joke. It's not Jaws 1, bro. It's just Jaws.
Yeah, after they come out with the sequel, they don't
It's called the Poltergeist, okay?
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, bro, I don't care. Once the sequel comes out, it becomes 1. The movie gets the 1 on it automatically.
Wait, do you feel that way?
Kinda. I always call shit 1.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, if I'm like, oh yeah, Lethal Weapon, then you're going to ask me which one.
So you always call shit 1, which is weird because shit is normally number 2. That's the only reason that's a little weird.
You're right.
But
shit is always number 2 or 3 or 4.
But yeah, you're right because after there's so many, you have to say...
Just conversational.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, especially if you're dealing with like a Friday the 13th.
Oh my God, there's so many.
Yeah, it's
or even like Predator movies.
Yeah, like there's so many. They've just named some of them the original title with nothing else after it.
Yeah,
like how many just Friday the 13th are there? There's like 3 of them. You know, what I mean?
Honestly, how many Halloween? Just
bro, there's like
Halloween.
3 or 4 just Halloween.
Yeah.
Like, Halloween. Which one? Oh, you got to name the director, the year.
Yeah,
so,
78. What was it? 2006?
Yeah,
2018.
2018. Yeah, I was like,
which one is it?
Which one? Shit.
Yeah,
they progressively get shittier. But
I don't know. Those newer ones aren't too bad. Where Jamie Lee Curtis came back.
Halloween Kills and Ends are 2 of the worst horror movies of all time, bro.
But like the first part of that, the Halloween.
Yo, that one's all right. But the last 2.
Look, they were co-written by Danny McBride. Come on.
I love Danny McBride so much. And that's why I was like, Danny, where's that? Come on, get your pen working.
Yeah.
Come on, Kenny Powers.
Yeah, you know, I did enjoy them though, just because it
I do love seeing Jamie Lee.
And it ended like her arc, Laurie Strode's arc.
About time.
Yeah. I mean, Halloween H2O was just...
H2O is great.
Wait, H2O is like a watered-down version of the original.
It is.
Is that what's called H2O?
Yeah, I guess so. But I loved Halloween H2O, dude. I saw that shit in theaters, too.
Well, that's where Josh Hartnett played her son,
Josh
right?
Hartnett, yep.
Yeah.
That was when he was, like, booming. That was, like, the Josh Hartnett, like, era, bro. He was doing a bunch of shit.
Oh, yeah, because Class of 99 came out.
Mm-hmm. The Faculty came out, like before that.
I'm sorry, Class of 99 was the group that had the song in The Faculty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, they did that Pink Floyd song. I was thinking of The Faculty, you're right?
Love The Faculty. And then you had like came out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Julia Stiles and Mekhi Phifer.
Yeah.
Dude, he was in Virgin Suicides.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, he was on the rise heavy. He almost played Batman.
Wait, did he almost play Batman or almost play Superman?
Or Superman.
Yeah.
It was one of them.
It was supposed to be in Wolfgang Peterson.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it.
I was bitching about that the other day because Kamala always asked me about Troy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's my favorite movie. Have you ever seen it? No, but I read the Iliad. And then I was telling him, like,
Troy,
look,
Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
That's decent.
And I'm like, dude, Wolfgang Peterson made that instead of Batman, Superman. So I decided to boycott it because my $8 made the difference.
Yes, it did.
He got the message.
He did. He got it.
He's like, I should have made that movie to make that idiot happy.
But guess what? Well, you got prime Brad Pitt with his shirt off with an 8-pack and a golden tan.
Yeah.
Gonna sell tickets.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because that's what it's Brad Pitt. It's the dude from the Pirates movies and from Lord of the Rings, right? He's with Katy Perry.
With her now?
Yeah. I forget his name.
Who the fuck is she with now?
That British dude who was in the
oh my gosh,
Lord of the. He was Legolas.
You know I hate Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
I don't hate it. I don't guys. Let me rephrase that. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah,
don't come for me because I already know.
But he was in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Who was he in there?
I don't know. The dude who wasn't Johnny Depp.
Oh, Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom. Yes.
I cannot think.
Yes.
I cannot think of that. Yeah, Bootstrap Bill's son.
Yeah, I can't think of any other films he's really been in. Even though he's been in a lot of stuff.
He's in that. What's that movie? Elizabethtown or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's a Cameron Crowe movie.
Yeah, he's in that.
Yeah.
And yes, he was the blonde hair bull from Lord of the Rings. He was actually one of the better characters in there.
Yeah. And the Hobbit movies he was in, obviously.
I didn't even watch them, bro. If you want me to keep it all the way real. Don't judge me.
No, it's okay.
Cora gets on my ass about it. She's like, you gotta watch him. I'm like, you don't even like him that much. She's like, but you gotta watch him. Like,
yeah, we went to see one of them on her birthday because it came out. I forget if it was the first or the second one. Like the Hobbit or the second one, like the Desolation of Smaug. One of them.
I ain't watched none of them. And I ain't gonna watch none of them.
But Benedict Cumberbatch is
I love Cumberbatch.
Dragon.
That's great.
And look, you have Martin Freeman as young Dildo.
But Bilbo is one of the best characters in Fellowship, though. I will say that.
What was that? Ian Holm, right? Played him.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Ian Holm's a great actor.
He is. Dude, everybody, all the acting in the Lord's movies is A1,
yeah.
bro.
And your girl is in the Lord of the Rings movies.
Oh, yeah. Two of my girls, bro.
Kate Blanchett.
Liv Tyler and Kate Blanchett. And my man Viggo Mortensen in there.
Yes, yeah.
My man Hugo Weaving in there.
And Ian McKellen.
That's what the cast is. I'm like, the cast is stacked top to bottom. The worst character in the movie is Elijah Wood.
Oh, wow. Poor Frodo.
Fuck Frodo.
Whoa, that's what Sam wanted to do.
I'm a Sam fan. Yeah.
Is that what Sam wanted to do?
If I was Sam, I would have left that motherfucker a long ass time ago. I'm like, Sam up here cooking your meals, basically carrying your little bitch ass. I hate Frodo, bro.
Sam's Rudy, right? Isn't Sean Astin? Is that Sam?
Sam is the guy from Goonies.
Yeah, Rudy.
Yeah. And Mikey, yeah. Stranger Things.
Yes, yeah.
I loved him in that. Bob. Oh, so sad when he died. Anywho, sorry,
wow,
way off.
Yeah, we did.
Bad,
so, what were we talking about again?
All right, so so he gets, so the girl calls him, change of plans.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, yes.
So they start getting prepped to sneak into the film.
Yes, and before the end of Astro Blaster, Benny has to leave, hide in the bathroom, because he was already kicked out,
dude. And all those little phrases written on the stalls.
That shit and says like sex poo or
yes, the sex poo, and he starts.
Yeah, so he starts.
He starts taking care of himself, for lack of better terms.
Yes.
I ain't gonna say it on here.
Yeah,
but you know,
born to hand job.
Yes. He was working out his palms.
Yes,
and I don't know how he got caught. Like, you're in a stall. How'd you get caught?
He was probably making noise. You know what I mean? Because they don't show it, but if someone went in there and they heard him,
right? I'm like. Even if I heard the dude, I'm like, let me handle my business. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna be like, yo, there's a dude pulling his chain in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Dude, like, and then what are you gonna do? Go in there and bang on the stall? Like, listen, if a dude, as long as he ain't out in the open, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But if he is in there, making no, bro. I just imagine him like, I don't even want to make no.
It would honestly be great if there's a deleted scene where it's like the same little kid in Randall.
Dude, I might have to. That'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah. I might have to get it on Blu-ray when they drop it, because I'm sure, because he always typically has some deleted scenes, so I'm sure that's one of them.
That would be great.
I would be. So that's when he gets a lifetime ban.
He gets kicked out again, and that's a
lifetime ban. And it's like, for them, dude, a lifetime ban at the movies, you might as well cut my right arm off.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, that's what we do. That's our life. So that would suck. And, they're a trio. That's the homie. So it's like, dang, man, like, we can't just walk every time we go to movies now. We're going to be on some sneaky shit.
Yeah.
But they the homies, so they sneak them back in.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
meet me around back again.
Again, yeah. He comes, and King John spits on the window.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just spit on your own window. So, homie lets him back in. And, Brian, I keep fucking this guy's name up.
You want to call him Kevin, don't you?
I don't know what. Yes, I might as well call his ass Kevin. I was hoping his name would be Kevin, so it's easier. So Brian, they got to sneak into this movie, and Brian walks up to the guy ushering the seats, and it's this weird emo dude, and he's funny as shit, and he's like distracting him so homie can sneak in.
Yeah.
And so he sneaks in, he gets Benny in, and so they're good. And now, but the problem is,
the theater's
packed, bro. Yeah. They can't even sit together.
They got to sit on the stairs.
Yeah. Dude, if that movie would have sucked, I would have walked out, man.
Because it was dental school, right?
Yeah, it was dental school. They're like, oh, yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to watch
it's not a real movie. I tried looking it up.
It's fake?
I think it is fake.
Damn. Yeah. I was hoping dental school was real.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm about to watch this movie, man. I'm like, shit, who in it? I was like, I'm in dental school.
But they made a lot of shitty films like that. Like Summer School was one with Mark Harmon.
I actually saw that.
And I think Ski Patrol or Ski School or something was one. I think Dean Cameron from Summer School was in that as well.
But dental school. So they sneak in there. The problem is it's packed up. And now they're mad at him because he kind of ruined the day because he invited this girl and it was supposed to be the homies at the movies. And so they're arguing outside the theater and my man Bernie says shit. And these little fucking girls hear him, and it's like a 9-year-old girl, like a 7-year-old.
Oh, yes.
And she's like, you just said shit in front of my sister. And I'm like,
yes.
Okay. I'd be like, get the fuck out of my face, little girl. Go away. And he starts arguing with the little girl. Little girl tries to beat their ass.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, of course, shit gets out of hand, and all 3 of them now have a lifetime ban. Great. So that thing they love to do, they're banned from. And this sparks huge argument between Brian and Bernie, who they love each other a lot. You can tell they're homies, bro, for real.
Yeah.
But a lot of truths come out in friendships. And these are always some of my favorite scenes in movies about friends, especially coming of age movies, because I think a lot of teenagers have a lot of built up resentment against their friends. You've been friends your whole lives. There's things you've grown up together, and growing up means pains too.
Yeah.
So you let a lot out in this time. You start thinking about that time you broke my G.I. Joe. And, that time you
hold on to that.
Yeah. You took my last 2 chicken nuggets when I wasn't looking. You tried to holler at the girl you knew I had a crush on. Like, the confrontations grow as you get older and you mature in age, but they come out at some point. And, they let a lot of things out about each other. But the homie Benny puts it in perspective. Like, you guys are fighting because of your admiration for each other, essentially. You guys both admire each other in the total opposite way.
Yeah.
And he's like, you essentially want everything he's got and vice versa.
Yeah, because he says Bernie's a control freak.
He's a control freak. He's like, you're a control freak. You want everything, but you're confident, smooth. You look up to him. You want to be, I don't look up. Yeah, you fucking do, bro. Yeah. He's like, yeah, you do.
I know you guys better than you do.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. And he's like, because since you guys won't ever shut the fuck up, all I got to do is listen. Benny says he spit some good lines in that scene.
He did.
Bro. He was spitting some truth to them. And they both needed to hear that. And, I'm glad they get mad though, and they go their separate ways. They storm off. So the homie Bernie goes to the park and he meets
Major Murder.
Major Murder. He's played by that one black dude. That dude's in a bunch of shit now.
Yeah, he was in Detroiters with Tim Robinson, And he's really funny.
Yeah, I'm like, he's funny.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I don't know his name, but I'm like, he's played little shit in a bunch of shit.
I think I'm not sure because I know Tim Robinson used to be a writer on SNL. So I don't know if he used to be also.
He might have been.
And then they just started acting and writing together.
That's probably right. Because I'm like, I've seen this dude in a lot of little stuff. He's funny.
Yeah.
And he gives him he tells him, I'm your biggest fan, yada yada. And he tells him a lot of truths about himself. My real name's Albert. He used to call me Fat Albert because I was fat.
My last name is Holstein.
He's like, what? That's your name? Albert Holstein?
Yeah.
Like, that's a good Jewish name.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So he's meeting his wife there, and he's like, dang, man. He's like, I see you got you a little young joint. He's like, young? He's like, bro, we're the same age.
Yeah.
He's like, damn. He's like, I really look that old, bro. He's like, tell me this shit all the time, bro.
Must be the steroids.
Steroids.
That's what he said?
Yep. He was like, man, I shouldn't have took all them steroids. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. And he's like, but he gives him this whole speech about how she accepted him for who he was, no matter what, his weight, nerdy status, whatever.
She stuck with him.
She stuck with him. And he realized, damn, it's the same exact thing.
And she was a year younger. Everyone was making fun of him.
Yep. And he realized, damn, man, this is my man's Brian's exact situation. He's probably got the girl of his dreams, the girl of his life possibly right in front of him. And I'm sitting here hating.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here being a bad friend, not being supportive. And so he had that eye-opening situation. Homegirl pulls up.
Yeah.
She's ready for their date.
Yeah, and he's like, tell me she's real. tell me that girl's real.
Yo, he's ready for a date. And wait a minute. Did she come up before or after he has the conversation with the girl at the ticket counter?
After.
Okay, we gotta talk about that.
Oh yeah,
first.
yeah.
So he's out back because he got kicked out. He's out back and he's at the top of the stairs and he looks down and he sees the pretty older lady who was working at the ticket booth having a smoke. And they get to talking. And he realized she's a fucking movie head.
Yeah.
And his little inchworm probably got real. He stood at attention. I don't lie, bro. A chick that hot, speaking of my soul like that.
Talking about like Alan Parker.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And The Exorcist.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, Alan Parker. I'm like,
hey, you want to go see Angel Heart?
Yeah, right? Like, yo, she knew her shit.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, man, if I met a girl and she was like, yeah, Dom, Ingmar Bergman, I'd be like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
You're saying some names, girl. I'd be like, let's talk. So he was intrigued, and she basically gives him this beautiful speech about how you already know what your purpose is.
Yeah.
You just haven't realized it yet. It hasn't hit you. She's like, you and I are filmmakers. We just ain't made our movies yet.
Yeah, because she wants to go to the same school that Martha Coolidge went to, the woman who directed Valley Girl.
Yep. That's where she wanted to go. She's like, I'm getting ready to go to Rhode Island or whatever the fuck it was. And she was like, bro, your time's coming. This is what you're meant to do. And it's like, of course he was meant to do it. And like, he has this whole tape recorder thing where he's like, the best writers compose their thoughts on tape recorders, which I think is good because he was like, you can compose all your thoughts and the emotion can be conveyed through your voice, and you can run it back and you'll feel the same intensity.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's actually really smart. I'm like, because I write everything. I'm like, maybe I should start fucking voice recording.
That's what I was thinking for like some of these short stories I've written.
Yeah, dude, and you could just go listen to them and pluck and write that shit down.
But you can speak it into your phone also, and it'll just write it for you. And just edit it.
Edit it. Yeah, just fix the typos and shit.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
So he's like, damn, she hit him with some shit. He was like, damn, bro, she just blew my mind. So homegirl comes up, his date, and she's dressed really nice, and she's ready to go.
And he's like, I've been banned.
He's like, I haven't been. She's like, just like Danny, whatever his name.
Yes,
so so everybody knows.
We'll just say Danny Glover.
We'll call him Danny Glover. Yeah, we'll say he's Murtaugh.
Yeah.
So
it was rigged.
So he goes in the movie. He basically begs Kim Jong to let him in. He's like, bro, you see that fine little thing?
Oh yeah.
Now if I'm Kim Jong, I'll be like, that's your date? That's your date? I'm like, go hang on, bro. I ain't about to stand in your way. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm like, I thought you died a virgin, So I would have let him in, but I'm like, Ken Jong's a douche in there. So of course he said no. And she snapped on him.
Yeah.
And she gave him a piece of her mind and told him about herself. And no one likes this dude. Everyone hates this dude.
Yeah.
Like, one of the funniest parts is when his car is getting fucked up because, the homies, they fuck up the car to distract him. And they tell the emo guy, he's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He runs out.
Oh, yeah, because that's
how they got in the movie.
Yeah, that's actually right after that part. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, they snuck in.
Yeah, because Bernie uses I forget, what does he call his truck? Like, it's not like the Truckinator or something?
It was something weird,
yeah.
But he used his truck to fuck it up.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, he had 8 more payments left.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. 8 payments?
And they're staring at him. Benny's like, he did that so you can get in the movie.
Yeah. But my whole thing is, I'm like, man, fuck this theater. The girl agreed to go out with you, not because you're going to see butt liquor or some butt lick, because she wanted to spend some time with you. Y'all go get something to eat, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all go take a walk in the park, go play mini golf, bowling, whatever.
Yeah,
she didn't give a shit what it was.
Yes.
But, he's a movie guy. And let's keep it real. Movie theater is a great young person date spot.
Yeah.
It's dark and you can fucking, hook up, grab a titty or whatever.
And the thing is, if you think about it this way too, like, Felicia always hated when I'm like, let's go to the movies. She's like, but then we can't talk. That's why I want to go to the movies. That's why. And it sounds terrible, but it's like once you're in a relationship, you talk all the time anyway.
Yeah, it's like a break from speaking.
Yes, but we can sit at home and watch a movie. Yeah, but if we go out and watch a movie,
we're forced to be quiet.
But it's like then we're actually doing something. Whereas if we do it at home, you're still at home.
Distracted. Yep.
Yeah.
You'll start talking. Oh, you hungry?
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to just go on the computer real quick and look. Next thing you know, you're doing everything but watching the movie.
Because I did tell you, I finally told you about, like, the one time she went off at, like, trying to wait for an end credit scene in a movie. We were there, and she starts cussing up a storm.
Dude, she told me.
Yes.
Like, she was like,
oh my God.
Now I just make sure I nap and feed. And I'm good,
and I'm like, there's kids around.
That story was funny as hell.
We gotta wait for this shit now. Oh my God. She doesn't seem like she would say it.
That's like she's like the most mild-mannered, sweet, calm, just wonderful woman. And just picturing her when she was telling me what she said, she said, Dom, I was so ready to go. My God.
Yeah, I felt terrible.
Yeah, it was late though, right?
Yeah,
it was a midnight showing.
It was something. It was like close to it.
Yeah, like 11 or 10:30.
It was
or something.
terrible.
Yeah.
She's like, I got to be up for work. I'm like, wait, there's one more scene.
That fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like,
that's what I'm like. Because now when we go, she makes sure she's rested.
Yes.
It's like we went to see the Batman. I'm like, hey, because we went kind of late.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, you know it's about 2.5, right? She said, I'm ready. I took a nap. Just get her popcorn.
Yeah, she's good.
You know what I mean?
Popcorn and her drink.
She's straight. Yeah. But I'm like, that was funny. But yeah, I'm like, but that is the thing. Like, it is a good date spot for two. When I was a kid, like middle school, early high school.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to the movies. Like,
because you don't need to talk.
You don't.
You don't need to really get to know each other when you're that age.
Yeah, I'm like,
relationships aren't that deep.
They're not. And I'm like, you call me, we talk on the phone all fucking night. Anyway.
Yeah, you won't hang the fuck up.
Yo, bro, back in the day, you don't remember this because you grew up on a phone talking era.
Yeah,
it's like, well, let's just stay on the phone. It's like we're sleeping with each other.
Yeah,
like, woman. If my mom picks up this fucking phone, and you want it, she gonna whoop my ass, bro.
It's a landline.
Landline,
yeah. Like what?
And like then when I got a cell phone, I was like, oh God. I'm like, man, this thing's about to die, sweetheart. We'll charge it while we talk. But the plug is so far away from like, I don't mind talking on the phone, but like I was much cooler with it when I was younger. But like now it's like I don't mind talking on the phone. Certain people, but it's like, man, nowadays it's like, you want to call me? It's like, you text me, fella.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to me that we need to speak voice to voice for? Unless you need to get to me fast.
If I read your text, I hear your voice.
Yes, like whenever you text me, I read it in your voice.
Yeah,
so it makes most of them funnier. But so
you mean what I text?
Yeah, when you text me, yeah. So they're like, fuck, she snaps, he bans her too. She's fuck it, we don't care. We don't need to go to the movies. So they take a walk.
Yeah.
And, they have a great conversation and he asks her out. And she's like,
we're already out.
We're out, yeah. And he's like, but you know what I mean? She's like, yeah, I know what you mean. She's like, How can I trust you? You had an opportunity to grab my titties last summer. You didn't, and you never spoke to me again.
Yeah.
Which
Before today.
Yeah. Which I mean.
Oh yeah, because this film takes place in like one afternoon.
It's one afternoon. That's
like,
as soon as because I didn't realize why it was called the 4:30 movie. Because I go into shit blind.
Yeah.
And I was like, as soon as I was like, okay, this is gonna be a 1 day film, which I love movies take place in 1 day.
Yeah.
Because it's great because you don't have a bunch of wardrobe changes, all that. You get to know people really quickly. It's cool.
Yeah.
So she's like, you don't like me. Like, if you liked me, he's like, bro, I thought about you every day. I was like, she's like, no, you didn't. And he's like, yeah, I did. And he's like, got these recordings. Of him basically saying he loves her.
Yeah. Well, the first recording, isn't he like beatboxing or something?
Yeah. He was like, yeah, beatbox, bro. He's oh shit. He's like, and she starts laughing. That was funny. Oh no, there's some good music in this too.
There's
some good music.
He's like, I got a 24-karat case of love or something.
Yes, no. When they open with fucking new shoes, bro.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I got so high. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good one because I fucking love this song.
Oh yeah, and Shaka Khan.
Yeah. I was like, this song is so good. Yes,
I feel for you.
Yeah, they were getting so hyped in the truck, and I'm like, that just brought me back to my teenage days. I feel like kids don't do this anymore. Like, I feel like every kid, like, you'll be a group of friends, and all 4 of them listen to entirely different stuff. Like back in the day, me and the homies, we all like the same crap. So you get in the car, we turn that shit over, we're getting hyped, bro. So,
dude, I had a friend who had a baby blue Pinto station wagon.
Oh man!
And he like just fixed it up so it had a great sound system.
And he's like, "That's all you need back in the day. That's all you need."
Yeah, and we would just listen to whatever the fuck. Like, did you ever hear the song "Boys and Girls" by Blur?
I don't think so.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
And he would just blast this because he had great like subwoofers and stuff.
Yo, he was like
incredible.
Shit on, bro.
Yeah, it was just.
So y'all weren't banging breakfast at Tiffany's?
No. No. Unfortunately, no.
Oh, sorry.
No, but and like whatever, if he was into like Queen at the time or whatever, because it was his cars was usually what he wanted to listen to, but we all had similar music taste. So like early STP or whatever, shit like that. Just driving around. 9 Inch Nails.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like from like Burn and Downward Spiral era.
That's the good era.
Yeah.
He says, so I really should stop torturing my parents because how I feel about the Rolling Stones is how my kids are gonna feel about 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy Heckerling.
Yes.
So he proves to her like, hey, I really do like you, bro, for real. And so of course they're like, they date. It's got a happy ending.
Yeah, one of the best mid credit scenes.
Mid credit scenes, yes. That's what I was like. I was like, they're definitely gonna have either a mid or after credits because they talked about it in the movie.
Yeah, they had both.
Yep. Yeah. So I was like, they're gonna have something like that, and I was like, I was very pleased. I was like, this is a fun time movie. It's only an hour and 28 minutes. It flies by. Like, watch it really quick. Like, I went to the gym, worked out, I was all pumped up. And I'm like, yeah, let's watch this Kevin Smith movie. And I'm sitting here, I just turned back into a softie. I'm cracking up, like getting nerded out, So, yeah, it's a fun ass film, man. So, let's get into the stuff.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't give out the stats at the beginning. All right, guys, the stats.
The Kid Committee only came out a couple weeks ago.
We got the stats, man. Rotten Tomatoes, 73.
Really? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Because it's kind of it's a sweet film.
It is a sweet film, but that's not bad though. It's certified fresh. IMDb is 6. That would be a touch higher, but I think it's good. These scores will grow after more of the audience because it's now just being hit on digital.
Yeah. It only just came out. I think
people will start seeing it more in the next couple months.
Yeah.
Letterboxd 3.1. So not terrible, but I would put it a little bit above all that. MVP, who'd you have?
MVP, you know what? I would think. I know you'd probably say Bernie.
Nicholas Cirillo, Bernie.
Oh, Brian, the guy who plays Brian.
Okay.
I think those two guys were probably the best characters.
I liked all 3 of the main guys.
Oh, yeah, Benny, Bernie, and Brian.
Mm-hmm. But I had Nicholas Cirillo, who was Bernie, and I had Kevin Smith.
Wait, was he Bernie or was he
He was Bernie.
Okay.
Yeah, the jockey dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Italian stallion.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Well, yeah, Kevin Smith, obviously.
yeah.
Because he edits his own shit, too.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
I remember hearing that around the time of, like, Clerks, too. So, like, he would...
He's been editing since then.
Since probably before then.
Wow.
So, like...
Oh, I figured he edited the first one.
Because I think Scott Mosier, or Mosier, however you want to pronounce it, I think he used to be his DP. So, like, you know, they'd film at Do Dailies and he would edit at night and then they'd film.
Wow.
So he'd have a really quick turnover time.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I feel like
Because he would edit as they film.
which is smart.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Kevin Smith be like, I'm making a movie, and it's like, all right, it's done. It's like, okay, that was fast. You know?
And they filmed it at Smod Castle Cinemas, his own movie
His own movie theater. Is it
Yeah.
actually in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Nice. Might have to take a trip up there one day, bro.
We should.
That'd be lit. Go see. Man, that'd be lit.
We should go there and to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Yeah,
the
fuck
comic book
yeah. I know
store.
you want to go
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh, that place is probably awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That place is probably sick. Probably only like a couple hours from here, bro.
It's probably the only place you could find a copy of Dogma now
Oh, yeah.
until they re-release it.
I can't wait for that. I
Yeah.
will be buying that.
I saw a thing that said it'll be out like streaming and stuff next year for its 25th anniversary. And I'm like, this year's the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it was
'cause it came out in 99.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why next year? But I guess because of the Weinstein
Yeah, maybe.
holding the rights
Was
to
it end of
everything.
99?
Maybe.
Maybe they're like, we'll just call it 2000. That's a 99er, though.
Yeah.
Chris Rock, man. That's my man's in there. He said, suck the remaining flavor out the last few days. But, yeah, that would suck. Don't tell me when I'm going to die, bro. But that shit, I love that movie. Jay is so funny in that movie, bro.
I haven't seen it since like
That's a
2000.
great joke. Oh, you got it, bro. I
Yeah,
watched
it's been a long time.
A friend of mine, she's got it on DVD. She's had it since like it came out. So I took it from her and watched it like maybe a year ago. Dude, it still holds up. Holds up tremendously.
Jason Lee, I remember, was really good in it.
Oh, he's incredible, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm a fucking demon, Selma Hayek.
Oh, yeah, always. She still looks
Serendipity.
fantastic.
Bro, she might look better now that she's saber-toothed in.
Yeah.
She's like 53 or 4.
She might be older. She might be 56 or 7.
Insane, bro. Oh my god.
Just think about it. It's been almost 30 years since Desperado.
Right? Oh my god.
Because that came out in 95.
I'm about to watch Desperado later. I love that fucking movie.
That is, I mean, would you watch El Mariachi first and then Desperado?
I mean, if someone was like, introduce me to Robert Rodriguez, I would show them Desperado first.
58. I'm sorry. I mean, she's in your age range.
Yeah, she is. I think she's in anyone's age.
Yeah,
range. Looking
yeah.
like that, bro. My God, her body's
And she's
insane.
still posting like bikini pics and stuff.
Her body, she's looking better than 25-year-olds. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, man, her and Penelope Cruz.
We gotta. This is gonna sound crazy, but you gotta love curves. And women, I don't know if Salma Hayek has any kids.
I don't think she does.
Really? So
why
it's
she's
just
still- that's
it's
why
just
she's
those
still keeping
Hispanic
it up.
genes then. Because
Yeah,
a lot of women that didn't have curves before or after
they
had
do get
kids,
them
they
after. Yeah, fuck
and,
yeah.
and that's why MILFs are a thing. Not because of American Pie,
No, well,
but because of
the title,
yeah.
the phrase,
but because of that Coke bottle shape.
bro, fucking what the fuck is her name? Who plays Stifler's mom?
Oh, Jennifer Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge. Whew, back then, her
Yeah.
body was insane.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I remember being a kid, like 8 years old, 99, seeing that movie. I was like, shit, that is a mom I'd like to. Shit.
Look, even in Legally Blonde.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
looking good in there.
Yeah.
She's good, dude. She's always funny, bro.
Yeah.
I know someone who met her. They said she was really sweet. She was at Pride in Philly one year.
Oh, really?
And they met her there, and they were like, she was really sweet.
Oh, yeah. She was in Best in Show.
Mm-hmm.
Because her and oh my God, I can't think of her name now. She was Jane Lynch. Her and Jane Lynch were like a couple in Best in Show.
Yeah,
That was a good movie. Anyway,
that's going.
we'll have to do some Christopher Guest films at some point.
We will.
So I'm sorry, we were doing stats. I
You're
think.
Status, yeah.
Oh, MVP.
MVP. We got I Kevin Smith. And
Yeah.
Nicholas Ferrell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I agree. Yeah.
They were great.
Yeah. Although I do think the kid who played
You
Brian,
can throw Brian in there.
it was the best thing I've seen him.
Yeah,
in
he was good. He was good.
Because he was kind of weird in Clerks 3.
Oh, yeah.
And everything I've seen him in, he's just
this weird goth kid with Elias.
Yes, yeah. Then they're all about Jesus.
Dude, I love when
God,
the whole 180 from being a Jesus freak to oh, that dude, they're funny as hell. He's like, we got money, we got crypto dough.
Yeah,
like, God, I love that movie. So good. Peak season. I had all the kids.
Yes, because they all.
This is their coming out party.
Yeah. Like in a couple years, it might not be. They might do.
Something bigger.
But right now, it's like
I say all the kids.
Yeah, because even that girl wasn't bad.
Yeah, she was good. She was good. Best quotes. There's a lot.
Yeah,
bro.
you go.
I'll go over them. There's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to run through them quick. Anything else? 6.5 almond cookies in your hand in marriage.
Oh, yeah.
When he's on the phone with her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because he wants General Tso's chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know a lot about movies. I'm like, I've heard that before from ladies. She probably gave Craig T. Nelson a hand job.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, with the poltergeist.
Yeah, because her mom
danced with him, went to the dance with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get off that boy. You're the only thing you'll be on is punishment.
But I'm on him.
Yeah, I'm on him. You and your movies. You know, that's not real, right?
Oh,
Method Man.
Yeah.
That movie Gandhi, shit never happened.
Yeah.
He's like, well, that shit was 3 hours.
Yeah.
It never happened for me. He said, and all you got was a little bit of titty.
Oh.
I'm like, bro, you would hit by now.
Yeah,
I'm like, shit. But she can't be too smart if she thinks you're funny. I'm like, yo, chill. He said, oh, yeah, we wrestling.
Yeah.
yo,
Benny.
he's like, we wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh, chill out, bro.
But look, dude, WWF wrestling
was huge, bro. Like
Yeah.
that was like Randy Macho Man Savage era, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, like
Andre the Giant,
like
Ultimate
Roddy
Warrior,
Ultimate
yeah,
Warrior,
Roddy
like,
Piper,
dude. That was the golden era.
Junkyard Dog,
yeah,
Jim Hacksaw Duggan, the Bushwhackers,
bro. That was the
yes.
I'd say the '80s era, and then like the mid to late '90s, like the Stone Cold era.
Yeah,
the Rock and shit. Those are the two best eras of wrestling, bro.
Yeah,
I know everyone loves like Roman Reigns and shit now. Wrestling is not what it used to be, bro.
Yeah.
Wrestling used to be lit.
It used to be wrestling.
Yeah. Wrestling.
I'm gonna go watch some wrestling.
This was one of my favorite lines in the film.
Okay.
Unless we're talking Godfather 2, Escape from Planet of the Apes, or Empire, no sequel is ever as good as the original.
Wow.
I was like, yo, facts. And then I was like, wait a minute, Terminator 2. I was like, nope, this is the 80s.
Yeah,
it wasn't out yet. I was like, hell, Terminator 1 was just coming out.
Yeah.
I'm like, so.
And some people think Batman Returns is better than Batman. It's a tough call, but
that's a real tough call.
But I think in a lot of ways, because of
Michelle Pfeiffer's performance and the aesthetics of it, I will give.
And even Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito was incredible.
Yeah.
Man. That's what I'm like.
And Michael Keaton knew to kind of take a back seat.
Yes, and he did it perfectly.
Yeah.
And I mean, Tim Burton he built the world up so nice. Like, Gotham felt dark in there, but it still felt like it had light in it a little bit. Where Nolan's Gotham is like the bleakest fucking place.
Oh
ever. Oh my god!
Especially by the time you get to Rises.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, don't ever send me here, bro. This place looks awful. You know what I mean? So I love that line though. Who wants some more of Mom's bacon?
Please, Mom.
It'll flop. Nobody will pay to see a Batman movie.
No,
God, he was very,
but
very
I read in
wrong.
Starlog they're going to be making a new Batman movie.
Yeah. Can I get one ticket to Ass Blaster? That's what the ladies call me, Ass Blaster. He climaxed.
Oh yeah, that was the climax of the movie.
Yeah,
he climaxed.
And then he says, "Hell is for pussies."
Oh yeah, because he has a striper. I forgot they were like a heavy metal Christian.
Yeah, bro, that's.
Oh my god,
it's hilarious. He says, "You like the new striker jacket. Justin Long is really funny in Kevin Smith movies, bro. They work well together. Like, bro,
I've never seen Tusk. Is that any good?
bro, it's weird as fuck. It is funny though, but it's
Yeah.
weird. Bro. It's weird. It's
Okay.
real weird. It's real weird, but it is one everyone should watch at least once.
Okay.
But like, dude, like Zach and Miri make a porno, bro. Justin
Oh,
Long
that's
is
right.
so
He is in that.
funny in that, bro.
That's actually a good movie.
That movie's great, bro. Hey, fucking Randall, Jeff.
yeah, Jeff Anderson.
Jeff Anderson, when he gets shit on, bro, and she's got the corn in it, he said she just turned him into a fucking frosted cookie or a fucking cupcake. I was like, oh my god, oh that part's crazy. All right, I can't really talk about my dead ghost siblings. The manager is waiting for his phone.
Oh yeah, yeah. When Brian's talking to his
He's
mom.
talking to his mom.
Yeah, I lost one before you and after you.
One after you. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. I'm the drummer in a Van Halen cover band. Bernie's having sex during the movie. He's got no respect for cinema.
Yeah.
Pork chops and applesauce. You sure know a lot about movies and TV shows. If I'm wearing a rubber, why would I pull out?
Yeah.
That's something I would have said at his age.
But the weird thing is, I think the line before that is like, we don't pull out, we walk out.
We walk out, yeah.
that's what he said. He's like,
we
but
don't
then
pull
why?
out, we walk out.
But
yeah.
if I'm wearing a rubber, why would I pull out? But then I'm like, why would he say that if he said we don't pull out anyway? Is what he said. So why would you like that? That's the only part that confused.
Yeah, it was confusing, but it was just
Yeah.
funny as hell because I'm like, that's something I would have said no motherfucker back when I was 17. I can be the kind of guy they call a hero. That was Astor Blaster's line in the film. Get off my bacon!
Wait, doesn't Astro say something like, it's not, where I'm from, we call that American.
Yes.
We call that American.
That was a good line too. Masturbating in public place is only fun for one person. That was the only Ken Jeong line I liked in the whole film.
And then when Bernie says it again to Benny, he's like,
It's even better than
yeah, for one person at a time.
at a time. Is it awesome to work here? No, it sucks. Movies suck. That's the emo guy.
The emo guy, yes.
We talk about, I've never actually seen it, but I hear it day and night when he's talking about dental school.
Oh, dental school.
That's
yeah.
why I was like, oh, he ain't seen
And that is a made-up movie. I'm so sorry.
I am so sad about that. Oh, you thought I meant that excruciating space opera?
Oh my God! Oh, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yes. Do you know about Star Wars? Yeah, I know everything
I know
about Star
everything
Wars.
about Star Wars.
Yeah, who wants to see a TV show or something?
Yeah. All that, that's like all that was funny. Oh, who wonders what Boba Fett's doing? I don't care about that stuff. I don't even like Star Wars.
Yeah.
You're the only one trying to make it with this emo little bitch. My name's Albert, so I got called Fat Albert. And then I didn't have the actual quote. I just put the entire speech the girl gives him about making films and stuff. It's just a scene you actually rewind and listen twice. That was beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's why I wanted you to see the movie.
Yeah,
really, just for that one scene.
Yo, that scene was great. That was one of my.
He's like, I don't know anyone that wants to make movies. She's like, look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror, and I was like, that's real shit, bro. I love that. You got a lot of balls calling this guy Munchkin when you're short as shit yourself.
Really quick, that scene, I think I either heard Kevin Smith talking about it or I read where he was talking about it. I think his sister gave him a speech like that when he was younger.
Wow.
So that's what that scene was based on.
That's dope. I would love to hear. That's why I want to get the Blu-ray of it because I hope he does a commentary for it. Yeah. I would love to watch with the commentary.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? And don't say me.
Oh, yeah.
You're so full of shit. Your eyes are brown.
Yeah, that's what she says to him. And he's like,
well, her mom says it to her first.
Oh.
She says it to him. Because remember, they stuck in the movie. Oh. And she's like, Mom, you're supposed to be seeing Poltergeist with me.
Yeah,
and she was pissed. She was like, oh, don't try and flip this on me. You're an R-rated movie.
Oh, yeah, because
she's
Becky
Rosario.
Strong. Yeah.
Rosario still looking great. I like that short cut on her too. Can she do any wrong, really? Like I said, so. after After Clerks 2, it was game over, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, but I mean, I liked her even before that, dude, because she was like, she's in like Spike Lee's He's Got Game. She's in Kids from 95.
Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh my God. I think
She
that
plays
was when I
Valerie.
fell in love with her.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I was
Yeah.
like, God damn, this bitch fine.
She was in some movie with James McAvoy
Really?
around like 2010.
2010.
Something. I think Danny Boyle directed it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick while we're talking.
All right. So, what's age the best? Now, it's hard to say about age the best and worst, but because this movie is set in the 80s, I think we can do it.
Yeah.
So, for what's age the best, this is what I had. Can't Wait Buy New Shoes, Shaka Khan, Dental School Poster, Harley Quinn Smith, Rosario Dawson, and movie theater scenes.
Yes. It's called Trance. And one of your favorite actors is
I
in it.
know that movie. I've never seen it, but I know it.
One of your favorite actors is in it.
Who?
Vincent Cassell.
Oh, I love Vinny Cassell, bro. He's
So
the man.
It's Danny Boyle,
I do know about this movie. It's on my list. It's been on my list for like 2 years.
James McAvoy, Rosario Dawson, Vincent
I
Cassell.
might have to just go ahead and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that.
Because there's at least one really good scene with her in it.
Oh,
You would
yeah.
enjoy it.
Yes. And that's why,
You want to watch it?
yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I'm in for it all.
Yeah.
I won't be upset when that scene comes
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Like, I was watching Jennifer's Body and, like, you know, Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried start hooking up. I didn't get upset. But, yeah. All right. So, what's age the worst? Well, what do you got for age the best? Anything?
No, I mean, really, because it's so new.
It's new.
Yeah, it's like, it's great. But I always say,
It's
with,
an
like,
80s,
period
it's an 80s
pieces-
type movie, though. So, like,
yeah.
you can't, I feel like we can assess
So
that.
all the nostalgia, I think.
Yeah,
and,
so
and,
much nostalgia.
And even the references to, like, imaginary things,
Yes.
like Bucklick is
Mhm.
Fletch.
Yes.
And Dental School is all those other terrible 80s films, like those TNA teen films.
Yeah, TNA
So-
teen films.
So,
I'd rather watch Porky's.
of course.
Mhm.
But, it's like, but what's age the worst for you is probably
Ken
so far
Jeong.
Ken Jeong.
Kim Jong. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I had.
Yeah.
What do you got for age the worst? Nothing.
Yeah, because I enjoyed Ken
I'm
Jeong.
like, you see, you liked him. I thought he was annoying. That's just.
And one
He didn't
thing,
ruin the film, though.
and the one thing I loved the best was the little cameo from the Quick Stop.
Oh,
That got my heart right there.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
quick stop. I
Yeah.
was like, it's Silent Bob in the making.
Yeah, because this film is almost an origin for,
It's
like,
an origin story,
like,
bro.
I'd say like Dante, Randall, and Silent Bob.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. It is crazy.
I think they're all aspects of Kevin Smith's personality in
Yes,
some way.
I'm sure they are. I'm
Yeah.
sure they are.
Because Silent Bob always has the best lines at the end of those films.
Yeah. Or he'll have one randomly sprinkled in the middle
Yeah.
somewhere. He'll say one thing.
Yeah.
My favorite Silent Bob line is, "The sign on the back of the car says Critters of Hollywood, you dumb fuck." Say it, don't spray it, bro. But he has some good lines in Chasing Amy, too. Most rewatchable scenes. When they wrestle in the yard,
Oh, yeah.
when they're at first in line at the movies,
Yes.
the
Oh,
Justin Long scene,
Yeah.
Sister Sugar Walls trailer.
I know that's probably your favorite part of
It's
the
one
whole
of the best
movie.
parts.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I'll
would
say
watch
this.
that damn.
I would watch that fucking movie.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's got a 1 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
When Betty's in the bathroom,
Oh my god! Yeah, just looking at the
the
You know.
shit on the fucking stall,
Yeah.
bro.
yeah.
The emo movie guy scene
Oh yeah.
when Bernie and Brian fight.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
good
because
scene.
he's like, I don't fight midgets.
I don't fight.
He punches him. You
He
do
punches
now.
you now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have that quote. So that was good. I was
Yeah.
I was so wrapped in that scene. I didn't take any quotes from it because I was just like, man, this is a good scene.
That's when I realized the kid that plays Brian can actually act.
Yeah, that's what I was like. This kid's
Yeah.
good. I just did not make the connection that was Harley's boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm like that lucky fucker. When Bernie meets the Major,
Oh yeah, that's a great scene
uh-huh.
because Bernie matures.
he
at that
matured.
point.
That was like his coming of age scene.
Yeah.
The filmmaker speech when they fuck up Mike's car,
Oh yeah.
and I had the mid and after credit scenes.
Yeah.
yeah. Any others you want to add?
No, I think you hit all of them.
Yeah, those are the best scenes.
Because like even the scenes like with Brian's mom calling.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's
And-
funny too.
Because even Jason Lee is his dad.
I love Jason Lee,
Yeah.
man.
I know we were talking about him the other day.
He's
weren't
another Kevin. Yes, we were another
Yeah.
Kevin Smith regular.
we? Yeah.
He's a man, bro. Great skater, great actor. All right, best characters. I have Bernie, Brian, Melody, Benny, emo guy.
What about the girl who took the tickets who gave him the speech?
Oh, she is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good too.
Yeah. I agree with all that.
Yeah,
Just
I'd add her too. Yeah, I'd add her too
Yeah.
for sure.
And obviously, the worst would be Ken Jeong.
Ken Jeong, Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
movie
that's
Mike.
the only worst I had.
Movie Mike sucks ass.
My only nitpick was, why the fuck you so obsessed with taking this girl to the movie? Just go get something to eat. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's a movie about movies, so I get it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I would have been like, all right, we kicked out, whatever, bro. You want to go? Shit, shake and steak up the street.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know if they had back in the 80s, you know,
Yeah.
the local diner. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah, probably just like a Denny's or something.
Yeah. Oh. Well, in the 80s, Denny's was probably.
Yeah, look, in the 80s and the 90s, Denny's
Yeah, I was
the place
like,
to
that was
be.
probably decent.
24 hours.
Yeah, bro. Man, I got drunk one night after this party, and me and the homies went to Denny's. That was the worst mistake. That was the worst food I ever had, bro. I was
Moon's
like,
over my hammy.
Oh, God. It was terrible.
Ugh.
Terrible, man. I got a grand slam. Ugh.
Oh.
It felt like a strikeout. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Recasting couch.
Now that's tough to do, I
It
think.
is tough because they're all young,
Yeah.
unknown kids that are, you know.
And
but
it just came out. I know Jenna Ortega is probably who you have.
Jenna Ortega is my
yes.
melody. Yes.
Yes.
For Brian, I had Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things. He played Eddie.
Yes.
I'm like,
I always forget about Stranger
just
Things
thinking-
for kids.
Dude, I have all Stranger Things kids.
That makes total sense.
If Eddie just thickened up a little bit,
yeah,
I think he'd be a great Brian.
he would be.
For Benny, I had Noah Schnapp.
Yes.
And then for Bernie, I had Finn Wolfhard. I know he's not as suave, but he's got that charisma.
He does, but he's
I'm
like
thinking of it.
if
Finn.
like Finn Wolfhard looks like if Bernie had the body of Jack Skellington,
Yeah,
it would work.
it would. You're
because
right.
that dude is like in shape and has
he was
muscle.
in shape, and he was.
I'm not saying that Finn Wolfhard
he's just
couldn't.
tall and lanky.
Yeah.
And I'm
He
like,
could
God,
beef up though.
he could. That's why I put a couple. Look, have Eddie gain some weight. Have Finn just hit the gym a little bit, eat a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, look, aren't we usually like Tom Holland?
They're
Timothy
too old.
Chalamet.
I was like, Tom Holland, of course, would be great for probably
Brian, 'cause he's short.
Yes, I was like, you'd probably be good for Brian. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's too old.
Because
Like,
Brian has
Tom
to be
Holland's
short.
like 28 now. You know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
that's what I'm saying. Chalamet is about to be 29. Like,
Wow.
That's what I'm like, yo, like I'm like these dudes are like around my age. I'm like I'm way too old to play any of these guys.
I was thinking, believe it or not,
Like, yes, they look young, but I'm like, dude, they're definitely too old to play it. Like,
I was thinking of some of your guys. Well, not some of your guys, but some guys that are associated with one of your girls here. I just have to look up a picture of them.
who'd you got for Mike?
Okay, so what I was thinking for like all three of them, the guys from Please Don't Destroy.
Dude, I've never seen this. What's this?
Please Don't Destroy, the Treasure of Foggy Mountain. Please Don't Destroy. They do the digital shorts now on SNL.
Oh, is this funny?
Yeah, this movie is actually really funny. It came out last year on Peacock. So like this dude could be Brian.
He could.
This dude could
He'd
be
be Benny.
yeah, and this dude could be the other guy.
Yeah.
You know, because they all have a rapport, and you should actually check this movie.
I'm
out.
gonna check it out.
Yeah, it's on Peacock. The Treasure of Foggy Mountain.
Okay.
That's who I was thinking, and I realized that you would pick Jenna Ortega. I knew it. But these guys sometimes do or used to do comedy stuff with Rachel Sennott.
Rachel.
Yes, your girl.
My girl. God.
Yeah.
that woman.
I know. You love that picture.
Dude, I was like, she's so. God, Cora really disagrees with me on that one though.
Did you show her that picture?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, bro, you don't think she's looking good? She's like, she's cute, I guess, but she's not my type. I'm like,
Yeah, but like I think whoever took that picture saw her the way that you see her.
Dude, I just don't think people, because she's always so goofy and stuff, I just don't think people have seen her sex appeal side. I don't know.
Well, you notice, like, I've only ever seen her in Bottoms, and that was a great movie.
I thought she was hot in Bottoms with her weird ass outfits, but her black eye.
But the thing is, I was going to say, in Bottoms, she intentionally makes herself look terrible.
But if you watch like Shiva Baby, bro, she looked right, and her body's. Yeah, bro, she is something nice, bro.
She's one of the few younger actresses you're really into.
Man, she's like 29.
She's younger than
I guess she's
Jane Fonda.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I like Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, that's true.
She's only like 22 or 3.
Yeah, she just turned 22.
Yeah, I was like, she's a young joint.
Yeah.
I like some of the younger ones, but you know me, I like them a little bit longer in the tooth.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. The guys from Please Don't Destroy, just because they already know each other, and
that'll make it a lot better. Yeah.
And this dude in the front, you know, Jimmy Fallon, his announcer, Steve Higgins, it's his son. So
okay.
These two are sons of like writers, like old SNL writers.
Slight nepotism.
Yeah, and this kid just looks like, I think Conan plays his dad in the movie.
That's fucking great.
So he looks like he'd be Conan, somebody's not, but he looks like
great.
it. And it's just a goofy movie, but it's fantastic. Like it's like an old school funny movie.
Okay, I love shit like that.
Yeah.
I've been loving these like period pieces, these comedy period pieces, like these coming of age. They just been great. Like the 4:30 movie.
Yeah.
5:25:77. You gotta watch that.
I will check it out.
You'll like that too. It's good. That one's great. Like I said, I put a little tear in my eye.
You're a big Star Wars fan.
I am. But it's like dude, it's his mom, bro. She's just dope, bro. I'm like, yo, that's the kind of mom every kid should want to have. All right, who you have for Mike though?
See, I
went way left.
I would imagine in my head like a Steve Buscemi or something.
That's who I originally thought of.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I feel like Steve Buscemi.
So we were kind of on the same page.
We were, but I was like, he might be a little bit too old now.
Yeah, that's what.
So I was like, we could go along those lines. I was like, I want to go left and pick somebody no one would expect, but someone I love. So I went with a personal favorite who's going to sound weird. I went fucking Jason Momoa.
Wow.
He's just funny as shit, dude.
He is. But you know what? We did say while we were talking, Jeff Anderson.
Jeff Anderson would have been good.
Yeah, would have been perfect.
He would have been perfect.
But yeah, Jason Momoa can be goofy as hell.
He played Dante.
Oh my God.
Neither one of them.
He wasn't in the movie, was he? Brian O'Halloran.
I don't think he was.
No, he's the one guy.
I thought I saw him like on the cast list, but I don't remember seeing him.
Oh, you know what? I think he's in a deleted scene that I saw something. I think he plays a priest. So he might have been in a scene from Sister Sugarwalls or something.
Sugarwalls.
Or maybe. But I think I saw him in a priest outfit, believe it or not. So he might be in like a different version of the film.
That's just such a great title, bro. Sugar Walls, bro. But like, yeah, I like Jeff Anderson. I mean, we could get anyone to play that kid's dad.
But Jason Momoa
he would just bring something. It would be a funny, different, like,
yeah.
He's just, dude, I don't think you realize how funny this dude is. He's like a jokester, bro.
Yeah.
Like he would just bring.
Oh, yeah, because he was on that T-Mobile commercial with JD
and Turk. And Turk.
Yeah.
Or how about the commercial when he like takes his muscles off and takes his hair off? And he skates, dude. Skate videos and shit.
Really?
Yeah, bro. He's friends with like one of my favorite skate teams. Like, yo, I just watched one of their newer videos. He's in that bitch, bro.
Wow.
He's funny as shit. So we're not doing a director.
Yeah, because who else could do this?
Yeah. I didn't have any unanswerable questions. Everything's
it's
because like, we know what happened.
Yeah, like, we actually know the rest of the story. Yeah,
we know it. So, prop you want from the movie?
I like those movie posters.
I said the dental school poster.
Yeah, I want the bucklet.
Bucklet, yeah.
Because I love
take the Astro Blaster too.
Yeah,
I was like, all the fucking posters would be great. Yeah, I was like, posters for sure. Yeah, I like definitely not the Batmobile.
Or even that Police t-shirt that Brian was wearing.
That joint was fresh.
Yeah, because that's a great album, too.
I'm like, that joint was fresh.
Because that's the one before Synchronicity. It was Ghost in the Machine. That's the album it was from.
I love Police, man. You gotta sting it up.
Yeah. A police sting. Is
police sting. Oh, man, I don't want to be in any of that.
Yeah.
All right, man. We We did it. So yeah, I put a grade on it. And now that we didn't broke it down, I think I'm moving my grade up a little bit.
I'd say B+.
That's what I was I was at a solid B, but now I'm thinking a plus.
87, 88.
Yeah, I'm thinking like an 88 area.
Yeah,
This is one I know I'm gonna watch a few more times. In the next probably couple months.
In a lot of ways, it's like a feel good movie.
It's that I was like, bro, this is just you're having a shitty day. You just throw this on and escape for 90 minutes and like you'll be chilling. You'll feel better afterwards. That's exactly what it sounds like. So feel good movie. You can vibe out to. Doesn't take too much thought. You don't have to fucking invest all your emotions in it. I'm like, but that's the beauty about Kevin Smith's movies, like modern Kevin Smith. They're good, they're funny, they hit the nostalgic heartstrings, but they're still a good time, you know?
Yeah.
Because you gotta watch the reboot. You gotta watch Jay and Silent Bob reboot, because that shit's funny as hell. And Harley Quinn's like, she's really the main character in it. Like her and Jay.
I do want to rewatch, his films, because there's a few I haven't seen in a long time.
I've been wanting to rewatch Chasing Amy.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah, I haven't seen that since probably like 2014, maybe, bro. It's been a minute since I watched that one.
And a lot of people might find it offensive, but it's kind of progressive for the time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but all his films are offensive in some way, but that's the beauty of it.
Mm-hmm. I think Chasing Amy, I think it's more relevant now than it was when it came out.
Oh, yeah, it was way ahead of its time.
Yeah, I'm like, this was way, because when I first watched it, I was like, it's an interesting dynamic. And I'm like, 2024, man, that dynamic is so common.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it pioneered this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And of course, Clerks, that's a movie for memory. Like, I don't need to fucking watch it. If you're like, we're going to do an episode on Clerks, like, well, I can fucking go through that whole movie scene by scene right now.
Wow.
But no problems, bro. Quotes and everything. That shit's funny.
Okay, sing Berserker for me right now.
Oh, do I have to do the Russian voice?
Yes.
My love for you is like a truck berserker. Would you like to making fuck berserker?
Did he say making fuck?
He said berserker. Girls think it's sexy.
Yes.
Would you like to suck my cock, berserker? He said, that's his fucking metal face right now.
One of my favorite things is like when that old guy, when like Dante's like, forgot your keys. And then the guy asked Randall, and Randall's like, "No time for love,
Dr. Jones."
And he's like, "Fucking kids,
I'm like, Temple of Doom. No time for love, Dr. Jones. He said, I walked in there the other day. That son of a bitch was sleeping. He said, I wish I got paid to sit on my ass and watch TV all day.
Chuli's gum.
Chuli's gum. He said, you know what? Here, I am a paying customer. I'm going to buy some Chuli's gum, all right? like, why did you say the title of it?
Yeah.
He was like, what the hell is that? What's that? How long you been smoking? That dude was funny as shit.
Yeah.
Too. He was like, $65 a week to kill you? That's what you're doing? He's like, you guys fucking get out of here before you start pelting the innocent man with cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like, you motherfuckers are throwing cigarettes at me.
Yeah.
And then she extinguished him. He's like,
Yeah, pack of cigarettes?
Pack of cigarettes. God, that movie's fucking great, dude. That's what I was like.
Salsa shark.
Salsa, dun, 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 salsa shark. Yo, that shit is so funny. Peanut butter and jelly with the crust cut off. He's like, I'm kidding. It's lasagna. Really? You're the queen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I mean, she might have slurped off 37 dudes, but like, she did like him.
Yeah.
God, that's a.
Because what does Silent Bob say?
Well, he was like,
there's hundreds of women out there, or something.
He was like, what did he say? Now all of them bring you lasagna.
Yeah, not all of them bring you lasagna at work.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. She seemed She didn't age well though, man.
No, not at
She
all.
was not looking good in Clerks 3. I was like, oh
No,
man,
but-
she looks horrible.
I mean, they were both 30 years older almost. Well, actually,
He looked way better than her.
he did. He did.
Like, he looked way better than her.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I wouldn't have thought she had aged like that. I mean, hey, whatever, whatever's clever. But yeah,
Because I know,
all right,
I know the woman who played Allison died. Like she passed away a couple
really,
years back.
that makes sense why she wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. That's funny. He said, man, forget Caitlin Bray. He said she used to cheat on you all the time. He's like,
Oh,
he was like, how many times she cheated on you? What did he say? 3.5? He's
Yeah.
like, half? He was like, yeah. He's like, we hooked up at that party. She called me Brad. He said, she called you Brad? She called me Brad. He said, that's not cheating. People say weird shit during sex.
oh yeah. He's like,
Yeah,
just the other day I called this woman mom.
Mom, yeah. He said, you ever think about how much a jizz mopper cleans?
Oh my
It
god.
makes after he cleans up the nudie booth?
Yeah.
He
Jizz
said,
mopper.
yeah, nudie booth. He said, most guys just go right on the glass. The nudie booth.
God, they used to have them in the
Yeah,
shop
back in
too,
the day,
man.
bro. I still think they're around in the seedy spots.
Yeah,
Them
probably.
little, them little off the highway, some truckers
Yeah.
swing by. I'm pretty sure.
I know there used to be one going up towards Reading, and they tore it down when they redid the highway there.
Yeah, man, you can't have a
I'm
Jack
like-
Shack there, bro.
I'm like, where's the 222 news outlet? Because, like, believe it or not, as a teenager, I used to go there with my friends, and they would buy, whatever they would buy, but they used to have trading cards
Trading
there. I'm like, they have Spider-Man trading cards.
You're like, hey, you're like Spider-Man trading cards. He's like, you're worrying about that web. I'm trying to put a web.
Yes,
My man went to the fucking the Jack Shack to get fucking trading cards. Hey, you got them tops in?
Yeah.
Let me get
terrible?
those. Let me get a booster pack.
Yeah.
Pack of gum.
Chulies, please.
Julies, please.
Yeah.
Throw this hustler on top.
Well, believe it or not, I think it was Hustler. They did. They had Hustler comics for a little while too, but you could only get them at like porn shops.
It was, I mean,
But there was like regular like comic
Like
book
just
guys
regular-
did stories. I mean, they were more like adult stories,
risque.
but like guys that worked on comics I would read would do stories for them. So it's like
So
you
you're
had to go to like a porn
trying to
shop
get the
to buy
hustler
it.
comic.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro. The shit they have.
No, it might have been Penthouse Comics.
Penthouse comics.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think
it's
it was
all
Penthouse
basically
Comics.
this fucking same.
Yeah, I think Hustler is just a little raunchier.
It's so raunchier.
Yeah.
So I just always think of the scene in American Pie where Eugene Levy showing fucking Jason Biggs the hustlers, the centerfolds.
Yeah.
He was like, "Son, do you know what a clitoris is?" Oh my
Oh,
lord!
the man in the boat?
Yeah.
I was told I have to focus on the man in the boat. Is that what they're talking
That's
about?
what we're talking about. Make sure you got your hood on.
Hey, honestly, it's Hispanic Heritage Month. Maybe
Oh, it is.
maybe your girl will let you eat her taco. That's terrible. That is horrible.
On that note, guys,
Wow.
I am Dom.
I am Jamie.
This is the cutting room floor. Oh my god.
Uh,
Oh, that's funny.